Hello and welcome to Dice Breakers, a D&D podcast and stream with mostly accurate rules and inconsistent character voices. I'm Alex, your host and DM, and with me are Greg, Purdy, Mark, and unfortunately a late Simon, my wonderful players. How is everybody doing today?
Fine, thank you very much.
Well, I was doing great right up until you said the intro, and then panic set in. So
Everything's feeling fun.
I think that's just me getting into character, though.
Yeah, you gotta feel the panic, feel the etch panic, feel the etch panic. Yes. How beautiful. So, let's yes. In the last episode, the party woke up in Cortia, having travelled back from the country of Forth using. Hang on a second. Oh no, this is the right one.
No.
The party woke up in Cortia, having travelled back from the country of Forth using one of Lord's teleportation circles. I paused there, but I'm pretty sure I started the previous in the last episode with the same. They woke up in Cortia. Maybe. Oh, I know what I did.
No.
I started the before the break with they woke up in Cortia.
Yes.
Big brain. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry, distractions. Having travelled back from the country of Forth using one of Lord's teleportation circles, they got some general shopping done for coffee and clothes before heading off to Veiluna once again, home to some. But things were slightly different to before. The three Asimar they had spoken to in Akdub had made it to Veiluna around a month ago and spoken to Fryn about her new form, but in the process found a mutually beneficial agreement. The Asimar's home island, Ceres, is sinking, and soon will be nothing but sea, so Fryn suggested they could live in Veiluna, provided they help sort out the many problems at hand. And so, they got to it. Forming an army of platinum-armoured Asimar, they took out the Benezi scum and then started helping around the city, fixing and cleaning alongside the local residents, and even clearing the sunken sector of the toxic gas, making it a new, livable space. During all of this, it was decided that a council should be made, turning the conspiracy, Etch's old militia-style company formed to save the city, into a tower council. Etch even got some clarity from Tal about what happened to turn him into a giant black monster. Everything seemed too good to be true, at least according to Elsie, who was convinced that this is all a lie and is a cover for a slow but sure takeover of Veiluna, and has vowed to save her family and friends from the friendly-faced scum. We start up in the morning, after Velka and Elsie went for a drink. Velka waking up with a crazy big hangover from the insane amount that she ended up drinking. I'm sure there was a lot of Elsie trying to control Velka from, stealing things from shops very drunk and, taking a wee in the street and having a bit of a mare around town. Etch, I'm sure, didn't spend his night in the workshop tonight, although I'll let him make that decision. And I imagine Flint woke up in the tower from one of the beds that is available.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be.
Okay, not staying in my workshop anymore.
Oh, maybe
fine,
he did, yeah. I
was saying in his spare room, wasn't I?
Offering guest rooms, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying in Etch's guest room.
Yeah. That's fair.
I thought we ended last episode in the middle of the day.
No, it came closer to the end of the day, but it's easier to start a new day just because continuity.
Okay.
Continuity.
Yeah. I did not spend all night in the workshop.
No, I would imagine you felt a little bit of pull towards not doing that.
Maya and I would have had a very nice dinner and catching up chat.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of time spent. We obviously don't need to RP that for now, but a lot of time spent making sure that A, you weren't in trouble, and B, you've spent some time with Maya. I do want to do, actually, just to interject, because I completely forgot. I want to hop into tabletop for just a second, because I want to show a couple things off to you guys in chat, and obviously to the rest of you. So it recently, a thing we use called Hero Forge, which is a way you can make minifigs, introduced a way of adding coloured minifigs and a lot of other stuff into tabletop. So we have a few of those to show off, which I want to do quickly.
They are amazing.
Those are all the wrong names.
I can't wait to see Flint.
Pretty. So I know we worked on the one for Etch last night. I made 2 more for Etch, and then 1 for Maya as well.
Which one?
The stream's going to look a little funny for a second.
All
Or
3.
did you send all 3?
Right. So, Purdy, you're not in the game.
No, I'm loading it up now.
Fair enough. I shall.
It may just be better to watch it from the stream.
That is also
Save
true.
Computer resources.
I'm gonna be it.
It is gonna work.
Oh, I love
Positive
it.
waves.
I love it. I love it. I love it. For now, we can stare at this wonderful. Ooh, look at this wood texture. Ooh,
And
ooh.
I tell you what, while we're waiting, I'm going to roll my dice for the. I haven't done my how's the
Okay,
session going to
let's
go
go back to
roll
this for now.
yet.
Yeah,
So
wait,
as
you-
usual,
True.
the black
made
dice
reviews
is
my
for me,
dice
the red
trail.
dice is for the session, and they're both 12. So middle of the road for me and the
16,
16, 16, 10. Yes, it's going to go. Well, whilst we are waiting for you to load in, I will say, is there anything in particular you think would have been brought up with the conversation between Maya and Etch? Do you reckon it was just a, look at all these drawings I made, and look, I've been here, and I've been here, and this rather like, I imagine, though, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Etch gets a little more like childish and excited whilst around Maya than around anybody else.
Yeah, I mean that's I would like to roleplay that though.
Oh my god,
So
you're going to force me
I-
to roleplay? Like, ew.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I want to go through all my sketches.
Oh my god, you got them written down. Okay. So we'll reverse back a little bit. Probably the evening time. She did say she'd meet up, and you said you'd go to her shop, and she's sitting in the shop as you walk in, just sorting out some paperwork, and it looks up. It's like, oh, how nice of you to actually turn up for once.
I brought food.
Food?
And
Did you cook it?
No, I got it from Doug Nash.
Okay, good. No offense, but
Rude.
the last time you tried to cook, I'm not convinced you made food.
It usually works.
You can't use blood magic to make food. That is just kind of gross.
I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was blood pudding, of course.
Yeah, blood magic pudding, okay.
Yeah, blood magic pudding. You done with work or
Am I ever done with
hang
work? I'm now a counselor of trade. I don't think I get an end. But I can stop.
done for today?
Yeah. You should probably start thinking about your responsibilities too, you know?
Oh,
At least have a plan.
always
Mm-hmm.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Worry about it when I get to a new city that I have to worry about interacting
Yes.
with on good terms and having the rest of the group not melt down all possible affiliations immediately.
Yes. As you're saying this, of course, you're walking through to the back and sort of setting a table for food. She's like, what? So, okay, it's been 2 months. It's evident that a lot's happened. I mean, for starters, you now have a completely different sword, which, honestly, I shouldn't even be surprised. You have
Yeah.
wrecked clothing. I mean, have you even tried to fix any of the problems you've got going on here?
I've fixed most of it.
There's a hole
I
right
imagine
there.
I imagine the front of its clothes are all mended.
It's like, turn around. Your ass cheek is literally showing.
Oh shit.
How's everyone else been? I mean, I was a little worried about Elsie, to be honest. Velka,
Elsie and Velka have had a rough time of it.
I can tell. Velka
Flint and-
seems...
yeah.
Hmm.
Flint and Unit are handling it well-ish. I don't know. I'm concerned about Flint, but that's
Concerned?
ongoing. He's changing in a way that's a little bit unnerving.
Okay.
I think it may have something to do with the skull that he was insistent on taking.
You say that like I know what the skull is.
Yeah, from the same temple that I got the sword from, there was a
Hmm.
golden skull with the Perwelvan god face thing,
Yeah,
multiple eyes.
yeah, I know.
He decided to take it, and
Interesting
He's
move.
changed since.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of curse or at least some sort of protection over it. Worth an eye.
From what I can tell, they were very protective.
Well, I mean,
over-
you've read the history books as I, whereas what's left of them.
Yeah. Anyways, that was like the not so great stuff. Some of the better stuff. I'll pull out a huge sketchbook of drawings.
All this.
I
Look
got
at
into
you.
some more not designy sketches, more just pleasure sketches.
Yes, and they actually look quite good.
Thank
Yeah.
you. This is
So talk me through. What have we got here?
I've got a few. The first one I did, the first time I tried it, was between Hall and Octub. These are just some of the rolling hills.
Yeah, very
It's not-
nice.
It's like right near where we met the ASMR for the first time as well.
Yes, and
And somewhere up around this way, I think, is where Flint ran out and stopped their carriage before we had to chat with him.
run after a carriage.
Flint did, yeah. He wasn't great feelings initially. Uh, we were a little
Interesting.
paranoid about what they were going to do here.
Oh, fair enough. I mean,
After that chat, it was better.
yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully you're happy with the result. You can't exactly complain
Seems
too
to
much about what we've got going on here.
Seems to be paying off.
Mhm. Is this one, what is that, just water? The docks?
That's the coastline of Carmanthia while we were leaving Hin Marina.
Ah, interesting. On a boat?
Yeah, it's, on a boat. Yeah, bigger boat than I've ever seen.
God.
But only boat I've ever seen.
Yeah. I don't
The
even know.
ocean was great. I drew a lot on the ocean.
I can see there's a lot of, admittedly, quite the same sunset, or sunrise. I can't really tell.
Yeah, I drew it like multiple times. There's multiple sketches in there of that.
Oh, they're still pretty. And these
Yeah,
people,
there's-
I assume, are crew?
It's the crew. Yeah, the crew of the Jester. That one there, Myeth, is the one that
Who?
helped Myeth.
Oh,
Yeah, listen. She helped me. She described this to me. This other drawing is she come from an underwater city.
underwater city.
Yeah, so the way she described it is these vertical things. They're all buildings that just
Huh.
go up as far as you can tell, and the roads are like the
God.
spaces in between the buildings. It's
Interesting.
as much of more of a concept drawing since we didn't actually see it.
Well, yeah, I'd love to see the vegetation
would
down
be-
there. I can imagine there'd be all sorts of practical uses.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then this is Laru, the city skyline of Laru.
Where's
It's the
that?
first large city. In fourth, it's the capital
Oh,
city.
Yes. Oh, yes.
It's the first big city we've seen since Cortia or Veluna, so it's interesting. It's very flat.
I mean, fair enough. You got a lot of trees in
And-
there. Did you just get a little excited?
No, there's really that many trees, and they're all that equally spaced. It's very odd and
God.
a little disconcerting, but
Claustrophobic?
that's their trade.
God.
Not in the city.
Oh,
Outside, you couldn't really get between the trees without squeezing.
that's a strange idea.
And then this last one is Jamel. So he's one of the ones that was taken. So I think I told you. Jamel and Lord.
Yeah, strange aesthetics.
He's from another plane.
Of course.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How?
We have no idea. But they were taken by those plane stalkers, and yeah, we're interested in getting them back.
God, this plane stuff is, I mean, minorly disconcerting. Although, not sure what job it is of
Very
yours to try and
intriguing,
fix
though.
anything.
Well, as far as I can tell, everything with my dad and everything in the sunken sector is all planar related to some level. Feel like, in a way, I've always been tied to it. If nothing else, it's very intriguing.
Well,
Yeah,
hopefully it's
He had this thing
good
called
news.
electricity. Electricity, something like that. In this big balloon of his. There seems to be some way of recreating it. I need to test it, but it seems very.
What is it though?
It's like machinery that I don't know. It's more complex machinery. It's less reliant on the physical aspect and more. I don't know. Electric. It's like harnessed
What is it?
storm.
What is storm? What, like lightning?
Yeah. Yeah, but controlled.
It's out of my
in
wheelhouse.
mechanism. Yeah.
Give me some grass and I'll analyze it, but this is, I don't know. I don't even know who you talk to about that, really.
Oh well, Jamel.
I
It's
guess.
really the only link we have.
Well,
Yeah,
It's
but
nice to see
those
that
are all
you
the
went.
sketches I've done so far.
I see you weren't captured by all this.
Yeah, somehow.
Hmm. Yeah. And coming back mostly unscathed. apart from
Mostly.
some brand on your hand. A hand brand,
Yeah,
you might
Seems
say.
fine. Hand brand. A brand new hand.
I'm not even going to grace that.
I think
Well,
you would
anyway.
have loved it out there.
Let's eat some food.
Yeah. Let's...
Unless there's anything you have to say. You have a nice evening of food, which eventually, of course, leads to you, going back to bed and staying, I'm sure, watching... Actually, I was going to say watching a film. You don't watch films in this, I don't know, watching the sunset or whatever. And we won't go back to
Doing
waking
what
up
they
in the
did in the
morning.
olden times.
I apologize to the stream. It got a little framey, and I did fix that whilst. That's why I was kind of half looking away. I did fix that whilst I was going on, so I did very, very much apologies. Hopefully that didn't interrupt too much. Hi Simon, you appeared halfway through that.
I couldn't find my earphones. I've had to borrow my mum's, but I've not left my house for like 5 days, and I use my earphones every day. And
Oh, they'll
somehow
turn up. They'll be like under something, on
Oh.
something in the
They'll be
bathroom.
I've looked in all the usual places, like including every pair of jeans or trousers that I've worn in the past like 2 weeks, dressing gowns, under the bed, in the bed, like yeah, everywhere. I looked in the airing cupboard in case.
Washing machine?
But
I
no.
lost my D&D pen.
Washing machines last longer. So join into tabletop, Simon, because we've
I
got
am
a few figures to look at.
I figured we might have.
You're gonna have fun editing this part of the podcast, huh, Alex?
I don't know.
Editing?
You don't edit the podcast part at all?
No.
Nope.
No.
What about editing?
Why would he edit such pure,
Because
fantastic?
this part is pure visual.
Oh, well, no,
Well, I
no,
meant,
I will
so,
explain these sorts of things. It is fair, and we're only going to do it for ever such a second. Ah, you're in the game. So,
And you're in the...
but you do make a good point. Anyone who's listening to the podcast, of course, you can pop into YouTube at around, I don't know, like half an hour in. We're just going to be looking at this. So, where's my mouse? There it is.
47 minutes in.
It's 47 minutes into the stream, but it cuts out the beginning. So, let's have a look at what we have. We have a new PC for Flint.
The new PC?
Player
Oh, it's
character.
not.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at him. He's so fancy.
Fancy.
Ooh. On the stream, it's a little bit. Oh, it's got the white outline. That's why. There you go.
So
He's,
dark and mysterious.
Mark, can you send me the link to
And his eyes and hair are the same colour.
him, please?
yes, they
So
are.
I can use it for drawing.
I can do that.
You've got
I can...
a fancy
I got
new Elsie.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh. I was going to say, it was like a fancy new white cube. Oh no, and then
Is
it's
this Leather Gang now?
Yeah, I know, right? We could have. I got a
Oh.
fancy new
yeah.
edge. Wait for this. Just Greg, hover over it and press the number 2.
Oh my god.
We've got edge. Now press the number. Now press the number 3.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 of 3.
Wait,
Now press the number 3.
Yeah.
T-posing etch. T-posing etch. Oh, it's beautiful.
Perfect.
I
Oh, it's
love
perfect.
I love that face.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Anyway, so that's we'll skip away from that, but those are some beautiful new figures. So,
Mine was supposed to arrive, but then I didn't get around to it.
yeah, we were doing Simon's, but then he was a little useless. So no, it's fine. He's been very busy as of right, to be fair. So, yeah, you're waking up in the morning. I mean, it's your guys' choice as to where you are and what you do. I know you're waking up in separate places, but if you want to have met up somewhere, that is of course perfectly fine. This is your choice.
I will... Well, I presume I'll come down in the morning and Etch won't be there.
No, that you'd probably come down to a etchless workshop.
So I'll head over towards the tower. It's the only other place I know.
Yes, if you head to the tower, it's probably in the morning. Maybe you're like sort of late morning. It's just sunrise kind of time, about 10 o'clock. It's very busy. There's a lot of people doing things. All of these council members individually doing what they do, because a lot of them end up just doing a lot of paperwork. And it's probably possibly a little bit intimidating to walk into. What you've walked into many times before is just like a casual lounge area for people just kind of like, whatever, it's just sort of, we're doing work, but like it's more of a house. This is more like an office. It's like a workplace. And not many people, you get a little bit of a, oh, hello, but many people are just getting on with what they're doing. And you might just find a corner where you just sort of sit down like,
No, I shall head over to wherever they make the tea or coffee.
oh, they have a little kitchen, yes. The same kitchen as
Yep.
before.
If nobody else I know is there, I'll make myself a cup of tea.
Yes. Sit down and some tea. Is anybody else going towards the tower?
Nope.
I guess I would have gone with Flint.
Oh yeah, probably. You'd have found your way up to the tower. You can go do whatever you were going to do.
Mm.
Want a cup
I'm
of
going to
tea?
try and find a no ASMR place.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I think I would have a cup of tea. Be somewhat suspicious of it, but tea, yes.
I'm going to make a perfectly ordinary. I haven't got any bacon juice left, so it's going to be a perfectly ordinary.
No bacon. No bacon.
I can't actually read my writing.
You know this, I
Lavender,
don't eat meat.
lavender and chamomile. There you go. It's very soothing.
Because Unit is somebody who definitely needs to be soothed.
Exactly. You're looking a bit agitated this morning. You almost had an expression there for a moment. So here you go. Nice lavender and chamomile to calm you down.
Oh god. I've got a question, by the way,
I don't
for
make coffee.
Unit.
Coffee. Coffee.
Look, we're going to do some Unit
Cool
first.
question for me or for Unit?
For pertaining around Unit, it's one of the same in some
Okay.
cases. A while back, you got met once again on the boat, in fact, by the necromancer that gave you, or took away, and then has later given back your mushrooms.
Wait, he gave them back?
I believe he did.
I didn't think he came back.
I believe
Really?
you got the mushrooms were left in one of the inns where you were staying with a little note on it saying thank you.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right. So since then, do you reckon he has eaten any, or is it something that is left for special occasions?
He doesn't really eat them so much as the kind of spores just kind of get reintegrated into the kind of general.
That's fair. That's fair. So it's been a while of these. What would you call it? The spore cycle is what I'm going to call it, of nutrition for your
Sure.
body. And I reckon when you're having your tea, a question for Flint, in fact. I imagine when you have your tea, it is your sort of happy time. It's your calm, relaxing, chill time.
Absolutely. Yes.
Unit, you're feeling, for an inexplicable reason, I'm going to try and explain it in Unit's way, you're feeling like your guard is down, but you don't know why, but you can't bring your guard back up. You're feeling very, what to the layman would be called, relaxed, but
No,
you
no.
can't explain it.
It's my fantastic tea, is what it is. I told you it was relaxing.
Hmm.
So, did you sleep well then, Unit?
Yes, I did that. Which is strange. I don't really associate sleep with quality. It's just downtime.
Well, you're looking quite refreshed this morning anyway. Well,
I-
I can tell anyway.
Are you? You didn't put anything in this gestures at tea. This
Well, yes, I did. I put lavender and chamomile, and water, of course.
anything unusual?
No, not really. Just the ordinary lavender
it-
and chamomile.
is-
That's the same thing I always use.
This isn't mackerel, is it?
No, I've run out of mackerel, and I haven't got any bacon juice either. I need to get some more, actually. I've got some more ideas for that. I think where I went wrong was I shouldn't have put the rosehip and bacon juice in the same glass. I think I need to do them bacon juice and a rosehip chaser, you see. That's how it should work.
I'm feeling quite vulnerable.
Well, you don't
Me?
look particularly vulnerable.
Don't do that, please. Well, this is. I don't like this.
Oh, it's a bit strange. You feeling poorly?
No. But I don't like it.
Oh, do you want to go and find a healer or somebody, or a cleric, or somebody who can take a look?
I don't think that would be necessary.
Okay. All right. But let me know if you feel any worse, so we'll just keep an eye on it, okay?
I hope I do so.
Okay, well, slightly worrying, but okay. But if you say you're all right, then okay, you're all right.
I
You know what,
love confused unit.
I'm going to do an insight.
Yeah, you can roll an insight.
See if I can tell how he's.
Do I have to roll anything, or is?
Well, no, because you know you're not lying.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's 12 and it's an 18.
Your insight will tell you that the confusion from unit is truth. There is no like he's lying and holding stuff back. You understand that the confusion is from a place of maybe it is unit himself that doesn't understand what is going on. So technically in there is a lie, but it's not a lie being told. It's a lie of understanding, you know?
I know what you mean. Can I do a medicine, see if I can guess what's wrong with him?
Yeah, you can do medicine.
Medicine. Come on, do it. 12.
Simon, you need to check messenger. 12. I think with a 12, you just don't understand formicid, what's the word I'm looking for? Biology. You're like, I mean, I don't even know where to start. From a human standpoint, you're like, well, maybe he's just feeling tired or just relaxed, but you just have no idea what this would mean for someone who doesn't feel these kinds of emotions.
Fair enough. Well, never mind then.
Nope, ignore that one, Simon.
Oh.
It recorrected what I wrote. There you go.
You haven't actually.
You'll love that, and you won't even be able to say it. You're not allowed to say anything about it.
Yeah, I like that.
They'll find out, don't worry. So anyway, yeah, you can't really just say it. I don't think it's something you'd be massively concerned about. It's just like, oh my god, units potentially just like emoting.
Keep an eye.
He's stoned.
Who's there around who I might recognise who knows Etch?
Who's around that knows? Honestly, everybody except for Jackson.
Jackson.
Is probably around.
Jackson.
So I mean, to give it in more, Maya wouldn't be there because Maya's with Etch, but you've got
Spending a wonderful morning together.
Fryn, Tal, Galafriel, Sathwen. Jackson would be out. Divley is probably also out. Actually, Divley wouldn't be there. Etch is not there, and Farquin would not be there. So mostly it's Fryn, Tal, Galafriel, and then some other like underlings who you don't recognise.
I think I'm going to be a bit of a loose end, really. I think I'll go over to Fryn. Yeah. Well, morning.
She's writing stuff down, and in fact, when you walk over, she's talking to someone. You're not interrupting, but sort of. I imagine you stand aside for a second as Fryn's just like, all right, so seems interesting. Nothing I'm sure to worry about for now, but keep me informed. And looks over and Flint, lovely to see you.
Hey, morning. I just thought I'd come and say hello.
That's very
I've seen
kind.
Etch about it. Etch, you know.
I haven't seen him this morning. I do believe he and Maya are together. You may want to check the shop or the workshop.
No. I mean, I'm sure if they've got some catching up to do, I'll leave them in peace. I'm a bit of a loose end. Anything I can help you with at all?
Ooh, currently, not much, I'm afraid. I guess rest for a couple of days. We have had quite a strong few months.
That's been it, yes.
Could be useful. A little bit of notation, maybe, of the planar troubles. Might be useful.
Notation?
Write down what you...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do that for you. Yes, absolutely. I'll make a few notes, and I don't know much myself about what I do know. I'll certainly write down for you. Yes,
It could be useful, just to keep an eye, so we can be aware of the potential problems and anything in the general area. I have, for the moment, as per discussion after you coming home, advised that we stop the golden portals of any more ASMR coming through until we understand what this may bring. The rest of the ASMR, only a few, are going to come by airship.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yes, that makes sense. Well, I'll certainly make some notes. one thing. I noticed the unit's sort of a bit off at the moment, and you don't know anybody who can sort of. I don't want to. He says he's all right. I don't want to sort of pry too much, but if you with anybody who knew any medical knowledge who can who knows anything about formicids at all, I don't know. Just
Unfortunately, medical help is something we are still working on. Your possible best look would be, well, Etch and Maya. Maya knows more greenery and things along those sort of lines, but Etch may have an insight. Other than that, until we manage to get a few medical staff and doctors into the city, not a lot we can do.
yes, I knew a doctor once. Don't think
Maybe
he'd be
you
much
can go
help
back
now.
and ask.
I don't think he works there anymore, to be honest.
It's a shame.
Yes, it was a bit of a shame. Anyway, never mind. Well, I'll ask Etch when I see him. Then I'm sure it's fine.
Hopefully. How are you
yes.
finding the new city?
Well, I looked out the window and there. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, it's I quite like it actually because I didn't know the city that well before, but it certainly seems to be improving. It's a lot cleaner and might actually have a little wander down to the what's it called again? The lower bit, the sunky bit. What's it called?
Well, it was the Stunken City.
That's it.
Stunken.
As you used to
Stunken.
know
Yeah,
it.
I've heard that.
Is it okay to go down there? I know you're the AC
It
roller
is
down
safe.
there now.
It is safe.
I might have a little look then. I've only been down there once, and it was a bit dodgy when I went down there last time. So yeah, okay. I'll get some notes together for you then, and well, if you think of anything you want me to do at all, just let me know.
I shall do.
I'll leave you to it. I can see you're busy, so I'll leave you to it.
As is the life. Consistently busy.
Yeah, I remember when Etch was trying to do it. He did struggle with that paperwork stuff. He really did.
There is a certain grace and art to the arranging. But with the help of Tal, I get it done faster than I used to.
Well, good stuff. Oh, yes. He seems to have improved a lot as well since we last saw him.
His memories are coming back.
A lot less inclined to rip your head off. It's very nice.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it anyway. I'll talk to you later on.
Yes. Hope to see you. And she just turns away and starts doing her own thing again. Etch. Let's skip to Etch. What do you... Actually, no, we've done RP with you. Screw you. Elsie.
I wasn't going to do RV. I was just going to say they're having a really nice morning before they head over to the tower.
That's fair.
Aw.
Elsie?
Yes.
Velka is awake at this point, probably, but just sort of like feeling the effects of far too much alcohol.
I'll probably start bugging her then.
She's just like head in her hands, just like, can you not,
Did you drink
please?
too much?
Yes, I did.
Maybe you
Which
should
is a rare occurrence for me.
Maybe you should learn not to drink that much.
Maybe you should learn to stop bugging me.
Do you really want me to stop bugging you?
My head is pounding, and I feel as like I'm going to throw up on you. Do you want to keep bugging me?
Nah, you're right.
Yeah. I imagine, by the way, you would have like dragged her back. She wouldn't remember, but you've dragged her back to your parents' house, your mum's house.
Yeah.
What is this room? Why is it so neat?
This is my bedroom.
Why am I in your bedroom?
Because I didn't want to go back to the tower.
Okay.
You needed somewhere to stay, and I weren't going to go back there with them lot there.
I'm gonna have a lie down. And then...
You are lying down.
Okay. Then how come it feels like I'm spinning around in circles? Answer that one, clever girl.
Because you drank too much.
I don't remember this.
That's because you
I'm
drank
just
too
gonna
much.
close my eyes for a second, and then you can just keep talking and tell me this stuff that's going on. And,
But... Okay.
okay.
Okay. I'll be back with some bacon.
She's just gone. Nothing?
I'm going to go get some bacon.
Fair enough. You're going to start cooking up some bacon, I'm sure. Etch, you make your way to the tower with Maya. I'm imagining, I like to imagine these sort of scenes. It happens too coincidentally, but I love it. You meet Flint on the way out of the tower as you are on your way into the tower.
Oh, hey, Flint. How's it going?
All right. Hello. Good morning. Oh, yeah. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good, Howard. Where are you headed?
I thought I'd go and have a look at the what's it called now? The sunken sector. What do they call it?
The Hollow.
The Hollow. That's right. Yeah. Yes. Since it's supposed to be so much nicer now, after last time was a bit dodgy, I thought. It'd be nice to see what it looks like now. Just a bit of tourism, really, if I'm honest.
If I'm honest, it still looks pretty much the same, just less misty.
It's less deathy. That's
Yes.
yeah.
They're working on it, but it's mostly deconstruction. As far as I can tell, the wood, the materials are salvageable in their own sense, but a lot of it is very far gone, so it's taking a lot apart to recreate less.
Did you want to have a look at your father's laboratory or whatever? What it's all.
Yeah. I did actually want to join you down there, but I figure I should probably stop up at the tower first, talk to Friend, since I probably have duties or something like that now.
Definitely have duties.
Oh,
Duty.
actually,
Yeah.
before you go up, Judith was saying he's feeling a bit strange. I can't. Something wrong. I can't tell what it is, but I don't know if you're good at this sort of stuff. I don't know if you just keep an eye and see if you can see anything. I don't think he's ill.
It's hard to read.
Yeah, he's a bit off. I don't know why. Just keep an eye, and sort of let you know.
All right.
Look, if you want to talk to Finn, I'll come up with you again. I'll hang on till you finish. We'll go down to the hollow then, shall we?
Sure. Sounds good. Okay. We'll head back up.
Back up the stairs again then. I'm just gonna have a little sit down over here if you don't mind. Oh.
Get a point of exhaustion.
Wait, why is he tired?
Stairs.
Lots and
I
lots
thought
of
you
stairs.
did
I
the
never
blood
did.
circle already.
Yeah, but he can
Never,
run like a...
never did finish that.
It's
I didn't sleep pretty well
joke.
last night.
no, yes. Oh, also, yes, he's saying he didn't sleep very well. Right, Maya's just like, oh, I've got people to talk to and things to arrange, so I'll see you later.
I will see you tonight.
Gives you a little, gives you a little peck on the cheek and just heads off immediately talking. There's like 3 people come over handing her paper. She's like, okay, just can we... Calling her ma'am, and she's like, can you just stop this, please?
I'll head over to Friend.
Fryn is currently now sat at her desk, writing lots of things, all sorts of, notes, and it seems like different sectors and sections, which are not so much named like as you'd know them, but just like A, B, C, all sorts of outpost 1, outpost 3. It's all very sort of specific and not like nicely named. She's just writing notes from each of them, picking up a letter that's like information that she's been sent, writing it down as she walks over. She's like, oh, hello.
Hey, just wanted to touch base since I had a little bit of time to adjust now. Are there any pressing duties for the Foreign Relations Councilman?
I think as it currently stands, your best job is to have a little plan of where you think is best to go and what relations and positives and negatives could come from speaking to whoever's in charge there.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't worry about going too far out to start with. Kugaram or, anything like that is a bit ambitious. For now, maybe get a good communication with Corsia and some of the surrounding cities. A little further of the northwest, would be a little better. But it's more whatever you believe is the best plan. What would further the advancement of the city.
Fair enough. I'll guess as we travel, I'll keep an eye out. As we visit each city, we'll see which ones would benefit from having that relation with.
Yes. Oh, also, check in on Velka. She... there are... 17 reports of misconduct from last night. Not... including but not limited to public urination 3 times, shouting at guards 4 times, throwing up on at least 3 houses. I think she had a rough night.
Sounds it.
Yes. And one of these reports does say reports of other woman helping? I'm assuming that's Elsie.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Let me guess, that one was probably shouting at the guards that she helped with.
Well, no, this
Or-
one was pulling her away, though. Oh, that makes more sense. Make that one more report. 2 females shouting at guards, yes.
Great. All right. Yeah, I'll try to round them up.
Yes. I mean, I don't imagine she's with the land of the awake at the moment. But I don't know where she is.
I'm guessing they're at Elsie's house. All right, well, I'll stop by. Yeah, maybe later. Got some stuff to do. I'll touch base.
She's just already gone back to her work.
All right. Flint, before we go down there, gotta find Velka and Elsie.
Oh dear.
Left them alone for a few hours, and
That wasn't a good idea.
17? Yeah, 17 reports. Wow, amazing.
Oh, 17. Oh, that's not too bad, is it?
They... They've been busy. It was only like 9 hours.
Yeah, but you have seen Velka, haven't you?
Yeah, that's fair. You know, if we were reporting this kind of stuff before, I imagine there probably would have been a lot more.
Well,
All right.
I suppose you could start at the inn, maybe.
I think they're probably at Elsie's house. Unit.
Yes.
He's still sitting in the same place that he was left.
Did you want to join us? We're gonna go find Elsie and Velka and take a trip down to the sunken sector or the Hollow again.
Okay.
All right.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
Good. Glad to hear it.
You seem a little more chipper than usual.
It's my tea, I think. Cheered him up no end.
Perhaps, yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's go.
So you wander down the stairs, out into the city. Where are you going first?
Elsie's house.
Convenient, because I believe Elsie is there. You take a wander over, knock on the door, and in fact, as you walk up to the door, you can already hear the insanity that is, 3 children running around, at least 1, maybe 2 crying children, just voices, just clinking of pans, things.
Oh, good. Everyone's awake.
I'm sure with children and two babies in the house, everyone's awake at about 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Why are there 2 babies in the house?
What do you?
That's where they live.
You said they were moving out when I was leaving Mayluna.
Yeah, but they haven't,
Oh, okay.
evidently.
I thought they had.
I'm sure you'd have made the assumption that there was a plan too, but with the children and everything, and with your mother now being a little more individual, plans have changed.
That's
She was
sweet.
always an individual, independent.
No, she used to
It's
be
not like-
part of the collective. So you knock on the door, and there's... In fact, actually, Elsie, you just suddenly hear... There's a lot of chaos. You suddenly hear just the thump, thump, thump at the door.
Ugh. Someone get the door!
Absolutely no one reacts.
Busy.
Everyone's just busy and no one's reacting.
5 minutes, just no one do anything on this house. Okay, we're coming! I just whip open the door. What do you? Oh, hello.
Morning.
So
Have you had the good news?
Minim, where did you come from?
so there was a report of 2 women yelling at guards, and about 16 more reports of public urination. Something. Where's Velka?
In bed.
Okay. What happened? Why? It was like 9 or 10 hours that you guys were on your own.
Yeah.
You raised hell.
What about it? No, we didn't.
With 17 reports? I think it was mostly Velka, but
Oh shit, we just let our hair down. We've been so
Uh-huh.
cooped up, you know, doing things that we let our hair down.
Mm. Okay. Well, maybe you could do that without disturbing everybody else around you.
But then, what's the point? Because that's what we've always done since we've been here. You telling me I can't be how I've always been in my hometown? Are you gonna be part of the ASMR's little you can't do this thing?
You made a habit of publicly peeing on buildings?
I mean, personally, no. But Velka did, I think.
Yeah, that's never been okay.
At this point, Elsie's mum just wanders up behind. She's like, "Oh, hello.
Hello, Miss
morning.
Longwin.
Come in. Why, Elsie? Why are they still standing at the door? It's cold outside.
Sorry.
Come on, come in, come in.
Well, no, they don't need to come in.
Yes,
can
they do.
just
Come on,
go
come in,
and
come
do
in, come in,
their
come in,
thing.
come in, come in, come in, come in.
That's good. It's really kind.
She's like, they all come in and shut the door.
Thank
It's like,
you.
right, a little insane, but yeah, make yourself at home. I think there's some food being cooked. I don't know who was doing that, but I'm sure you can help
Smells
us
like
out.
bacon.
Yes, you have some. Have some
Yeah,
of that.
it's a Velka.
Oh, we got any spare bacon juice?
No, not for you.
No.
Oh, don't be so rude, Elsie. I'm sure we can sort it out.
I've got an idea. For,
Do not give him any.
It's
you have
only
this
basic
idea
human
for
kindness.
bacon juice
He's
tea.
trying to make cups of tea out of it.
And who am I to
Hey.
stop him?
It might
I'm
work.
gonna stop him because I'm the one that tasted it.
Don't you raise your voice at me.
Sorry, Mum.
Now, go sort
might
out some
work.
food.
Well, to be honest, I'm not as optimistic as I was, but it might work.
I'm sorry.
Where's Velka sleeping?
I believe Velka's up in
In
Elsie's
my
room.
room.
Can I don't know where that is.
Of course.
You don't need to know where it is.
She just goes like, Lana, what? Show Elsie's room. I don't wanna. Just stomping upstairs like. just
Lana,
point,
you
I guess
don't
I should
need
follow-
to.
points at the door. That one.
Oh, thank you.
Just stomps
Let me
off.
go
She's just very gracefully, I'm sure, on the bed, just like
Yep.
like drooling.
Velka.
Nothing.
What I had.
Oh,
I
I'm gonna
have-
go and sit down downstairs for a minute. Okay, I'll be back in a minute or two.
Wait,
Actually, can I go back down to the kitchen? Is any of the bacon like out drying yet?
I'm sure.
dry.
Yeah, like from all the grease, like on a plate or something.
That's okay. Now I'm there draining all the bacon juice into bottles.
Draining the.
Can I just take
you're
one of
not.
those?
I'm not letting you.
Yeah, they're having
I'll
an
take
argument
one of
downstairs. Yes, you
Take
can.
one of the pieces of bacon and then
can.
go up and just
You
like hold it under her nose.
you get back in.
Velka's nose.
When you get back into the room, Unit, who had followed you the first time, is in there and he's asleep.
Unit?
You put the. I'm sure you ignore that. Put the bacon under her nose, and whilst asleep, she just just starts eating it.
No! Wake up!
As you bring it away, there's like a sleepy sort of leaning for it, and then just falls out of bed. Ow. Why would you do this to me? Ow. I
Rough
hate
night,
you.
huh?
Screw off, Granddad.
So, public
Morning,
urination,
Velka.
Ooh,
How are you?
Can we
yelling at the guards.
can we bring it in just a little bit on
No.
the volume? Oh, hang on, I just need to break my eardrums for a second. Just got like knives at her head. Just gonna.
Nope. Nope. So, what was that about?
What was what about?
Public urination, yelling at the guards, whatever else you did.
I don't think that was me.
I'm downstairs. Otherwise, downstairs.
Why is
I'm
Unit
gonna head up.
asleep? Never mind. What?
I don't know.
I walk through the door going, my room isn't for everybody to sleep in, it's my room!
Be out in a second.
Valk was fine, but take Unit with you.
Oh, I gotta talk to Velka. Unit it seems comfortable. So, not gonna
Unit
move him.
starts kind of. Oh,
All right, that's new. Velka, you can't just go around peeing on buildings. What's up?
I don't remember this.
Oh, I didn't think you would, but you did it. So, what's up?
There's
What's
no
with
proof.
you've never. This doesn't happen a lot.
Well, I don't know. Just had a night drinking
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
This is what I told him, but he wouldn't believe me.
Just because you're staying back doesn't mean you're giving up. Okay, it's a
I
different.
didn't say I was
different
giving
path.
up.
No, but I know you think like me, and I would see that as giving up.
I ain't you.
So, uh-huh.
Does she have
I
to
know
stay
that.
behind though?
And pull up her sleeve with a black scale on it.
Hey.
Yeah.
A few
Yeah,
more
but
have grown in
that's
since you last saw it.
fine.
There's already more. It's been a night.
No, there's not. It's fine.
it doesn't seem like a good idea for you to
Hey, you're just awake.
Oh. Well,
be with us.
I don't know why she can't be with us.
Listen, can we have this conversation quieter and in 17 hours?
Well, I don't know if you're going to pee on any more buildings.
That's
In
fine.
those
I'll
17
only
hours.
pee in Elsie's bed, I'm sure.
Okay, well, that's fine.
No! Oh, for 5 minutes. Try and help you out.
I can't pee for 5 minutes. It's a bit of a long stream. I like to imagine that
Good one.
Velka laughs and Edge in his serious tone just can't help it.
Oh.
Come on, you find that one.
Seriously, what's wrong? Tell me about it. What are you thinking?
Nothing's wrong. I'm here to protect the family and stay back. And
Yeah, you're taking that a little too literally and heavily, by the way.
well, I don't see how this is a problem.
I know this is ironic coming from me, but try living without a constant goal in mind, just for a little bit. Just enjoy some time.
Goal? Just
You don't have a goal, huh?
I'm just chilling.
Uh-huh.
You know,
And you just said you're
Doing my
here
thing.
protecting the family, yeah?
it's not a goal. That's just like a job. You know, like you got a job to be public talking man of the different cities.
Okay. Well, when you're more sober and willing to talk, come find me at the shop.
I am perfectly sober, thank you. I've slept off my drunkenness.
Have some bacon. Just rest up.
Thank you.
I'll be back later if you're not at the shop.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I believe I have some sleep to have. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Unit, you ready to go?
Sure.
Elsie, did you want to join us in the Hollow? We're going back to my dad's tower for a little bit and a little trek around.
Will there be ASMR?
I mean, most of them live in the Hollow and are rebuilding, so yes.
And I don't want to go to there.
You're gonna have to become okay with it at some point.
No, I don't.
What would help you feel better about the ASMR? What can I say or do? That's
You
not
get them to leave.
That's nope.
Elsie, what is your problem with the ASMR?
They've ruined this. They're taking it over. They're trying to make it their home. It's
How have they
our home.
ruined
They need
it?
to go
How have
away.
they ruined it? How have they ruined it? What have they done?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What are you looking at me for?
That was.
I just poked you.
Ow. Rude. Why does everybody poke him when he starts acting?
Are you okay?
Yes,
That
I'm fine.
outburst was uncharacteristic, but welcome.
Was it?
Yeah.
I start
Oh.
slapping you on whatever the form of its version of a cheek is.
Stop slapping him.
I'm
Nobody
checking
likes
that
that.
he's okay.
You know that's not doing anything.
It normally works. Look, I'll do it to Etch. Stop.
Hey,
slapping
no.
you.
Grab her hand.
I think maybe you need to sleep too.
Well, I was just asleep down there. I'm
Yeah,
okay.
you go back to bed. You can stay here too. You're not well. Maybe we should leave
fine.
him behind because he's not well. Yeah? Yeah.
I'm fine.
You're not well.
Don't use that tone of voice.
I'm using that tone of voice
Why?
because you are not well and you refuse to accept it.
Much like yourself, then.
I'm perfectly fine.
As am
No, you're not.
I. How can you say that?
You have just had an outburst at me. You don't outburst.
So?
So, you did something out of character, which means you are not well.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's not well.
But everything you do is out of character.
Which makes it part of my character.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
That's not how that works.
I am known to be unpredictable. That's part of my character. You are known to be predictable. That's
But
your
surely
character.
if you're being unpredictable all the time, that makes it predictable that you're being unpredictable.
Hold on, was that self-awareness from Elsie?
See,
No,
you're
I think she was
definitely
just self-aware.
You
She just
did.
acknowledged
Elsie is,
that she's
Elsie is
unpredictable.
definitely Elsie is definitely unwell.
I am perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong with me.
Elsie has never shown this level of consciousness before.
She has once or twice.
When?
Don't ask somebody to specify a specific scenario. That's really it's been talking for like 2.5 months. I can't pinpoint the exact. Anyways, we're all unwell, but also at some level able to take care of ourselves. Let's go do things. Elsie,
Hang on,
you're
hang on,
coming.
hang on. You're saying
Elsie,
we're
you're
all
coming along.
unwell. No. You're saying we're all unwell, but it's okay for us to carry on. So, if we're all unwell and it's okay for us to carry on, then it's okay for Valka to carry on.
We have shit going on up here. Valka has shit going on physically with her body that could be bad and kill her.
So do I.
Possibly. Oh yeah? What is that?
Yeah?
What's that?
The
Tell
thing
me.
that made me leave Ray Luna?
You're fine. That hasn't happened in weeks.
That we know of. We keep moving.
Mean that we've known.
Well,
We're here.
I-
We're with you all the time. We know when that happens. It's fairly
We're
obvious when
always-
that happens.
Yeah, we're always within close proximity. It's not exactly subtle.
At this point, Etch, you just feel a little tug at your trousers.
Oh.
From like right down at like your calf, and it's just Tommy,
Oh.
the little sort of 5-year-old standing there, just like, "Mummy says your breakfast on the table," and then scarpers
Thanks,
off.
Timmy.
Tommy!
Tommy. Elsie, you're coming with us to the Hollow. You gotta.
I don't want to go down there. They're down there.
If you don't immerse yourself, you're not going to get used to it, and you're going to continue hating.
don't
You're
wanna
probably
get
going to do it
used to it.
anyway. I don't care. I don't care. This is just how life is going to be. You can't just stay in the house forever to avoid them.
But I can.
Come on. No, come
No,
on.
you can't. No, you're coming with us.
No, I'm not. I sit on the ground like cross-legged and cross-armed.
If I was stronger, I'd carry you out. But instead,
But you're
I
not.
will.
You can't.
Instead, I will tell your mom. Walk out of the room.
It's a good idea. You know, follow us.
Does she stay still on the ground?
The moment they leave, she stands up and pretends like she's taking care of Velka for when her mom comes back in.
So you go downstairs and you see one Flint sitting in a armchair. Just
Dozing in an armchair.
dozing in an armchair with like a plate of like bacon in front of him, which is like doing that thing where it's just so close to all slipping off as it slowly tilts out of his hand.
I'll
And then
plate up, take
yeah.
some
There's
bacon.
no.
I like it.
It's like slipping out of his hand, and then every time it's about to slip out of his hand, there's a small child underneath who just kind of.
Laura comes over. It's
Sit
like,
back up again.
you're downstairs. Your breakfast is on the table. Wasn't sure what you liked, so I got bacon and eggs and sausages and all that put together for you. Action for unit, just a fruit bowl, I think, if I remember.
Yes, that
correctly.
would be great.
Good. They're
thank
both
you.
on the table.
Thank you. Where's Ms. Longwin?
Laura is Miss Longman.
They're talking
Oh,
about it.
Laura. I thought you were talking. I thought that was like the teenager.
No, I love it though. She's like, I'm
Backpedal.
I'm
Sorry, there's a lot of people in this house.
Retcon, it's fine.
Elsie is. I think she needs to get out of the house. She's with the ASMR. She needs to.
She's been a little against.
She
them,
doesn't want
hasn't
to
she?
leave because the ASMR are outside.
Oh, that girl. I'll go talk to her.
Thank you. We're just going to go on a trek down into the Hollow and see what's going on down there lately.
Yes. She walks off and you hear from upstairs you just hear this L'Oreella Estelle Kira Longwin. She walks in the room.
Yes, Mum.
You are leaving this house. You are not allowed to stay here and just doze around. You need to go out.
I'm looking after Velka.
Valka will be fine. There's plenty of us here to look after her, and she is just drunk.
I know, but Velka is very specific with who she wants to look after her.
Valka, do you
me and
mind who
her
looks
have
after you? I think she'll be fine.
Wait till wakes up though. She'll want me. She doesn't like children.
Well, I'll let you know when she's awake.
But how are you going to do that if I'm down in the hollow?
Well, we'll wait until you get back.
Well, what if she wakes up before I'm back?
Well, then she'll be perfectly fine.
Mum, I don't want to go down there.
I know you don't want to go down there.
So
You
how
can't
do
just
think
run
we
away
go
from
down there?
things. That's not how we run.
Well, how do we run then?
We
Towards
deal
things.
with our problems. We don't
Then that's
avoid
not
them.
running, is it? And you just said we.
She gives you the mum face. Be fucking careful with what you say next.
but, Mum, do you remember what the hollow used to be like?
I do. I also remember what this
You
house
under-
used to be like.
It's still the same.
It is cleaner. It is full of more food. We have more equipment. And the outside doesn't look like it's about to fall apart.
I mean, I liked it the way it was.
It had feeling, but it was damaged. It can survive longer for our family
Just
this
like
way.
me.
I was literally thinking that.
Elsie, you have to leave the house.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry, Mum, but I'm an adult now.
Be a Longwin. Face your problems.
But I don't want to be a Longwin.
If that's how you feel,
You have to leave the house.
Yep.
this is a Longwin household. And sometimes
But
words
you let
can
Velka
hurt.
stay.
Valk is a guest.
So am I.
Maybe one day you'll understand. Words can hurt. Actions too. And I think until you've thought about that, you shouldn't be in the house.
Fine, but I'm not going down to the hollow.
I can't control you.
I know you can't.
And she wanders off.
I pack a bag.
I like to imagine you just grab whatever's closest and just shove it in a bag, nice and messy.
Yep. And I walk downstairs with the bag on my back and completely walk past the guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Flint's sleeping still. Well,
I just gently tap Flint on the head.
Yeah, cup of tea, please. Oh, hello. Oh,
Well-
yes. The door's off. Sorry. Oh, bacon. That's nice.
It appears that we're going to the sunken the sector without Elsie.
Oh, nothing pretty. Oh,
well,
we'll
she
see
just
him.
stormed out of the house.
Oh, we'll better go catch up with her in a minute. Any more of that bacon?
I think you've eaten most of it, to be honest.
Oh, fine. Yeah. Well, let's just go and find her then.
It's just looked a. It's Laura.
Yes,
Mhm.
the mother. The mother is now in the kitchen, sort of like evidently avoiding sort of doing other things.
So that seemed to go well.
That girl is very troubled.
Yeah.
I only hope she
Any
comes
idea? Yeah. Any idea how anyone may get through to her?
back. Well, if she's anything like her father, there's no way of getting through to her.
Yeah. Kind of got that feeling. As we, as we've known, she's always had to make up her own mind.
It's always been the same.
Yep. Well,
If you're
do what we can.
keen to try and get through to her, I suggest you at least take Ralph with you.
All right.
Which
You
one
might
is
be
it
able to-
off?
Points to the father of the children. The new babies.
Hey, Ralph. Want to try to get Elsie back on the not crazy train?
I mean, I guess.
I don't know if she's ever not been on the crazy train. What's a train?
What's she doing now?
She just stormed off. I'm guessing she'll go to the tower
It's
or
gonna
the
be-
dream or Doug Max.
Fourth or fifth time. We'll find her.
Yeah. Well,
He
let's
just he
try and
leans
track her.
down, just sort of says something or another to his wife, and gives a kiss on the cheek, and is like, right, shall we?
Let's go.
So, first question to Elsie is, where does Elsie go?
Where did she go when she wolfed out?
The broken. What are you asking me for? The broken houses, which are in the bricks. I believe it's called the bricks. Those sort of degraded houses. But you would have headed over there and realised that all of the houses over there have construction all over them. None of them are livable, but they're
Yep.
all just like some knocked down, some built up.
Yep. Well, she's still gonna head that way anyway.
You head over there. Are you just wandering around the streets of the bricks? The new
Yep.
streets.
Kicking anything and everything she can.
As you're wandering around, kicking things, there's a couple guards walking around the corner as you're just like kicking a piece of wood or something. One is like, excuse me?
What?
Please don't damage the public property. Private property.
Or what?
I don't feel like he looks to his partner, the other guard. She's like, I figure we'll have to take action on your actions, and I guess arrest you. But do you really want to be arrested for kicking a house?
You think I care?
Evidently not. But it seems rather silly.
This whole place seems rather silly.
The other of the two guards takes off a helmet, and you see it is in fact a she. They're both, I mean, like 6'6", 6'7", is a she with this lovely sort of like vaguely pinky violet sort of skin, these glowing white eyes, and a the halo of this one is like, it's actually really small. It's just like a couple of sets of like curves of leaves actually going round the backs of the ears, sort of hovering underneath the earlobes on both sides. Sort of leans down and says, "Are you okay?"
Oh, you're one of them. And I turn away.
The other one says, "Don't walk away from us."
What are you gonna do about it?
I believe I've already answered that question.
You just said a bunch of words.
That is how a sentence is structured.
Yeah, well, I don't see no action happening, so toodaloo.
As you walk away, the male of the two sort of strides past, stops in front of you, and just like grabs his sword, like, "Please don't make this happen."
Now, what are you gonna do with that?
Don't act dumb.
Do you think it's really gonna look good on you hitting me with that?
I think I'm more likely to be believed than you.
It'll just prove my point to everybody.
Why are you doing this? You're forcing a point that doesn't need to happen.
I think both me and you know what's really happening here.
What's really
So-
happening here is me and my partner are on a normal rounds, trying to stop a young girl from getting arrested.
Yeah, of course you were.
What's your name?
Baron.
Baron.
Uh-huh.
Is that really your name?
Yep.
Well, Baron, would you please come with me?
Nope.
Please.
No.
Give me 1 second on this. Oh, I need to. You hear a vague sort of like words from behind in a language you don't recognize because it's not even Elven, and those. I need to. I need to know how this spell works. What? A spell? Who knows what you're talking about? Huh? Yeah, you fall to the ground asleep.
Okie dokie.
You wake up again in not a jail cell or anything of the sort. You wake up in what seems to be some sort of bedroom. In fact, it's one that you recognize. It's one of the bedrooms in the tower. Your hands are in fact bound behind your back, and you are more or less free to move around the room.
Room around the move.
I will get back to that in a second. You guys, when you go out wandering, Ralph sort of takes you to the usual spots. Is this, where are we going to be going? Oh, let's check out some of the old spots that she used to go to. The whole time talking to you, sort of just like, it's... She seems more troubled nowadays. I don't know what's happened in the few months she's been away. I guess I could blame you, but you seem more concerned than someone who would have had a negative effect on her.
Well, she's grown in some good ways, but her stubbornness is not. I don't know.
She gave
She's
up
more
on the plan thing
confident.
at least.
Yeah, she's a lot more confident than she was before, which is both good and bad in cases like this.
She's becoming more and more like her father. And I know for a
She's-
fact she wants to become more and more like Oggy.
She is headstrong.
Yes. It's worrying, but
Yeah.
What was Augie like?
driven. He was always concerned to be more. He is our half brother.
Yeah, we know of Augie. We just haven't met him.
He always felt slightly separate from the family. Though technically the oldest of all of us, still, he made it a point to keep himself separate, maybe. Felt as though he needed to go out and find an adventure, be his own person. Elsie is
Actually,
showing the same stuff.
I actually picked up a bit on his trail
Hmm.
while we were traveling.
Well, that's new. I think
Yeah,
I've personally
he
heard
was
from
in
him in
fourth.
a long time.
Yeah. Elsie feels a bit betrayed by Augie as well.
Don't we all?
It probably doesn't help this.
Well, I guess we need to keep looking.
Yeah.
And you wander around the town for a little bit, just looking in these places, until eventually a guard wanders up and says, "Stands to attention, nice salute. Etch, sir." Oh, sorry, as you would say, Counselor, sir.
It's just Etch.
Pauses for a
What's
second.
going on?
I think you want to come to the tower.
Okay. Well, is there crucial foreign relation duties to
I
attend to?
I
Or...
think it is best you see for yourself.
Okay.
That's mysterious.
And he starts marching off.
Let's follow him.
You follow through to the tower, come up into the tower with things looking similar to how they were before, except this time, there's Fryn and Fryn and probably Fairquin, the strategos, the leader of the army, in obviously very deep talk, and the one who led you sort of just says, "Fryn would like to speak."
Oh boy.
Okay.
Friend, what's going on?
We've arrested Elsie.
You've
Oh,
That
arrested
makes sense,
us.
honestly.
The report is Elsie was seen damaging, in a minor way, public property in the bricks, the new construction. 2 guards came up, spoke to her, asked if she was okay. She was resistant, almost keen for a fight. They asked her
That sounds
to.
like Elsie.
They asked her to go with them to the tower. Probably they said for me to speak to Elsie, and before it seemed to be turning into a fight, use the sleep spell. She's in.
So she's not hurt?
No, she's not hurt. She's in one of the
That's
rooms, possibly awake by now. By protocol, we have tied up her hands, but I'm sure she won't be happy about it. I didn't want to take her to the actual jails.
Honestly
It
better.
seems a ridiculous reason to arrest someone, but it was a forced path of justice.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to get through to her, and that's why we brought Ralph. Actually, we were looking for her.
At this point, Fairquin kicks in and he says, "You do realize if she keeps going along this path, there's only so much we can do to protect her. She is still a member of this society. She is under the same rules as everyone else, regardless of her relation to the council."
Yeah, I know. She's trying to force a point to be proven that doesn't need to be. I don't...
Regardless of her motives, next time it'll be an actual jail cell.
Yeah.
This entire city is in a strange balance. We don't want it being pushed.
How strong are your defenses of your jail, given Elsie's propensity to magical actions?
Possibly not strong enough, but we are working on at least semi-permanent silence spells.
Silence spells.
Yes. Sphere of silence. So she won't be able to cast spells.
I see.
We don't want to have to go this far. Everything is going well here, for us and for the original populace.
Well, I think we're going to have a chat with her then.
I would advise it.
Ralph, you think better if it's just you, or should we all be there?
I can try. This is a new one, being arrested, but then I guess we've never really had a military. Hi.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm Elsie's brother. They both sort of just nod. It's all very, you know?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
all very official.
I'll go talk to her. Where is she?
Beds are over that way.
He just sort of wanders off the sort of like awkward long
Ralph
steps
has
while
the
swinging
air
around.
of Ralph has the air of a man who's accompanying his wife to buy like Marks and Spencer's lingerie.
Yeah. He's just like, I'm gonna this really strong sort of like awkward feeling of like, I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah.
No.
I'll be right outside the door.
Okay. Elsie, you're probably, what are you doing? Like, it's been maybe 5 or 10 minutes before anything actually happens. You wake up sort of tied up in this room.
I'm trying to untie myself.
You can give me a sleight of hand. It's going to be a difficult one because, you know, hands behind the back and stuff, but you can still try it.
$19.
19. I know it's a high number, but it is not enough. You sort of, you start catching what you think is like the edge of being able to sort of loosen things off after like 10 minutes of trying, maybe like your fingernails getting sore, when the door just awkwardly sort of... Hello? Elsie? Who walks in, shuts the door. Hi.
Wow.
So,
What are you doing here?
this is a new one for you? Arrested?
Yeah.
Come on. What's going on? It's just
What do
me.
you mean, what's going on?
Why have you been arrested? Arguing with guards, resistance to... I feel like you almost wanted to be here.
Oh, I really did not want to be in the tower. If I wanted to be in the tower, I would have just came to the fucking tower.
Okay. I'm not against you. I'm just asking why... I was talking more about being arrested.
They had something against me. I don't know why.
Apparently you were damaging public property. Quite a lot of it.
I kicked a bit of wood.
Well, multiple bits, but... regardless, surely that should have been simple enough? I mean, I was talking with whoever the big people are that sort of seem in charge here. Seems as though you really pushed the issue a little further than it needed to be. And I mean, you're not in a jail cell, you're here.
They wanted to arrest me for kicking a bit of wood.
Okay, listen, I want to be on your side here. Elsie, I really do, but you're making it difficult. Why are you so resistant to talking
Not
about
like
this?
you to be on my side.
Hmm?
It's not like you to be on my side.
We're family. Yes, we have our play fights, but why would I not be on your side? And also, why have you upset your mother?
Because she was trying to force me to do something I didn't want to do. Just like Dad used to.
I think we're just concerned. Elsie, I mean,
Why?
You've
I'm
act-
perfectly fine.
you've acted out before, but this is some new level of, I don't know, rebellion? Are you trying to... No. I'm just not clear what you're fighting against.
I'm just trying to live my life how I've always lived it. But no, these stupid people have came into our city, have ruined it, and now I can't even have a normal life.
See, the way we used to live our life was not glory or heaven.
I was happy though.
You were shielded from
Life was simple.
what was going on.
Yeah, and now I haven't. And believe me, I'm paying the consequences for it now.
Is this about, you know, our father?
You know what? No, he deserved to die.
Okay, now that is... Come on.
I'm sorry that you were the favourite child and you didn't get as much of a... whatever he used to do to me.
I'm going to ignore the obviously hurtful words of situation, but stop trying to put me on the opposite side to you. I'm trying to help. I don't want to have to let some guard or Etch or whoever come in here and actually take action on this. They said if
Maybe
this
they
happens
should.
again, you're not going to be protected in the comfy tower. You'll be in a cell.
I don't even understand why they are protecting me.
If you don't want me here, I won't be here. But you've upset your mother. You're upsetting the family, and it seems on purpose. You have some sort of agenda to upset me when we're all trying to be on your side and help whatever is going on, whether it be grief, denial, I don't know. The ASMR have helped here. The house is in a position where we can actually keep it running, keep everything going. The town, the city is in a place where it's actually livable. There's, I think, 50% of the people that were living in no homes are now homed, and it's just increasing. I mean, even the inn, the tavern, they've fixed about half of the extra machinery and things that are running in there to help out. Just to help out. They've fixed the entire sunken sector and made it livable. Well, they've been livable for, I don't even know how many years. Hundreds? Older than we are, by a long way. It's progression. It's good. And I don't know why you're fighting so hard against good. When what we used to have was squalor, struggles, our mother working so many extra hours and looking after every single one of us. All of us trying to bring in some kind of money to help out. You looking after part of the family as well. We are in a place now where you don't have to do that. You can be your own woman. If you went back to where it was, you'd be what? Trapped in the house? Forced to live a motherly life of children that aren't yours? If you're desperate
At
to
least
push
I
us
had a
away,
reason to be here.
you always have a reason to be here, Elsie. And I'm sorry if you feel as though you don't.
Anymore.
Your reason to be here is your family. Don't push us away. Any separation you're feeling is entirely self-inflicted. We want you to be a part of the family. You always have been, you always will be, regardless of how many months you may stay away. Becoming a woman.
Believe me, if you knew the truth, you won't want me to be around.
Then tell me the truth and let me decide myself. Don't make assumptions for me.
Look, I am grateful for you coming to do whatever you're trying to do, but I'm fine.
Elsie, you're not fine. Your hands are tied behind your back. You have been arrested. That is not fine.
I'll be fine.
Then why deny people helping you get to fine? Our arms are open. If you want to come to them.
Unfortunately, mine aren't.
If you have a change of heart, I will always be here to help you. Always. And he gets up, goes to the door and opens it, but sort of pauses and looks at you for a second, just like, as if there's something to say, but he doesn't know how to say it, and then sort of exits and just says to Etch, just, I don't even. She's self-destructive. She's forcing a path, individualizing herself from us. She is trying to burn bridges, and I do not know how to help her. I mean,
Well, that
I'm
makes
only 4 years older
you,
than
me, and everybody else.
You need to somehow show her the truth. She's convinced she's on her own.
Well, can I go now and chat with her?
You're more than welcome to.
Give it a try. Why not?
Ralph says, if you need me, come get me, but I do have, unfortunately, a family to get to.
All right. Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah. See ya.
He gives you a firm handshake and wanders off.
See you later. Thanks for the bacon, by the way.
You're welcome. He gives a handshake to Etch, gives a handshake to, the sort of like wrist to wrist to Etch. He goes over to Unit, sort of goes for a handshake to one of the hands, then switches to the other, and then kind of like hesitates, like,
This one.
gives the handshake, like, I'm sorry, and then wanders off.
That's quite okay.
Right then. I'll just have a quick chat with her. See how we go. If nothing happens, we'll just have to leave her to calm down on her own. But let's have a chat anyway. I'll be back in a minute. So,
Well, you just have to wander in.
I know, I'm going to knock anyway. Elsie, can I come in?
What?
Ah,
Oh, Flint.
Hello.
Yeah.
But before we start, I can make you a cup of tea. I know you can't order it at the moment, but I can feed it to you while we chat if you like.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Now, look, you've had a bit of trouble, haven't you? Bit of difficulty, I can see, from the way you're sort of bound up and stuck in here and so on. And I know recently you've been struggling a bit, haven't you? And
Okay.
well, I know you want to be strong for everybody and for yourself, but when I was growing up, I was on my own very much. You can see what I look like. I was very different from everyone around me. I never had any family or any parents or anybody even remotely like me, really. So I grew up quite lonely in some ways, but on the other hand, when I got a little bit older, there was a man, one of the older monks, took me under his wing and tried to show me that I wasn't on my own. And I resisted it for a long time because, he was an old monk and I was whatever I was. I didn't even know myself. But over time, he showed me that it's not strong to be on your own. It's strong to be with other people. To let people in makes you feel better, makes you feel stronger, makes them feel stronger. Being on your own is not just lonely, but a weak place to be as well. Now, I know you've had some pretty horrible things happen to you recently. One thing and another. There's that little thing that happens to you sometimes, which you can't really properly control, and I'm sure that makes you worried about being around people, particularly your family. You don't want to be a danger to people. You think perhaps you should be aloof on your own, push them away. But all of us around you, your family, or your family at home, and your family here, all of us who've been with you through all these troubles, we're all stronger together. So we want to help you, and in helping you, help ourselves. We don't want you to be sad and lonely. We want you to be with us. And if you have troubles, there are troubles. And if you have difficulties, there are difficulties too. And if we have difficulties, they're your difficulties. We all work together, and hopefully that makes us all stronger. Now, I'm not asking you to suddenly throw open your arms and hug everybody in the city. But remember, we're here to help you. And in helping you, we feel better. So it's not just pity or feeling sorry for you. It's because we help you, we feel stronger too. We feel stronger together. You saved our lives. We've saved your life. It's going to happen again, I hope. So don't push us away. Don't push your family away. Just try and open up a little bit. Let us help you. If you're feeling sad, come to us. If you're feeling happy, let us join in. But don't push us away.
Oh, that was really nice.
I know. But what if I attack someone again?
Now look, Elsie, you know us. We're not weaklings. We can look after ourselves. And if you start to change, and I don't think you will. I mean, you're getting control already. It's still you. I know that we all have a temper, and your temper comes out with a bit of more hair than most. But you can still control it. You're still you. And if you can't, we're here to help you. That's why we're here. What happens if you lose your temper and we're not around? We're here for
But if they
you.
wanted to arrest me for kicking some wood, what if they find out the truth?
If they find out the truth and you get in trouble, well, we're standing alongside you. It's
You
just
guys
you, Elsie. It's
Be able
just
to
you.
help me.
We can help you. We can always help you. And not only that, but we're trying to help you to maybe control it, or if not control it, get rid of it. But you can't do it on your own. You need help. You're feeling sorry for yourself. Okay, that's understandable. You're feeling lost. You're feeling lonely. It's making you lash out, and even those who want to help you, you're lashing out at them because you're frightened that you might hurt them or let them down. But you'll make them happy by just letting them help you. So
I
what do you
don't
say?
like being anymore.
You don't know what?
Being here anymore. It's not safe for me here anymore.
Well, I tell you what. We've got to stay here for a little while at least. So while we're here, you and I, we're going to stick together, all right? I'm a loner from my little city far away to the west, and you come for it. But you're feeling a bit lonely too. So we'll look after each other, all right? I'll look after you. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm lost in this city. I don't know anything about it. So you could look after me. How's that?
Okay.
Now, if I have a chat with him and ask him to let you out, would you do me a favor and just try not to be too aggressive to people, all right?
Okay.
All right. Well, you have a little rest from it. I'll go have a chat with them outside, and we'll see what they say. All right.
Okay.
All right. Right. You see it, and I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll come out again. Okay. I've had a chat with her. I think she's a little bit calmer now. I think perhaps if we ask him to let her go, she'll maybe come with us. We'll see how she is. But give her a.
What did you say?
I just told her we're her family, really. I mean, she's feeling lost, and she's feeling lonely, and she's feeling frightened because she's worried that if she has, a bit of a turn, that she might hurt the people around her. And I was saying that we can help her, and if she does have a problem, we're there to make sure it doesn't become too much of a problem. So
Fair enough. Good job.
she just needs a bit of support for the moment while she's going through some tough stuff.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
Do you think you can have a word with Fryn and maybe ask him to let her go?
yeah, I mean, join me. You're the one that got through to her. So. Friend?
I think Fryn's busy, but I mean, Farquin is around.
Later.
Farquid?
He wanders over, he's like, you've had a word?
Seems Flint got through to her.
I think so. I hope so. Yeah, she seems a bit calmer now. So we're hoping if you'd had her into our, I don't want to say custody, but into our care, perhaps we can make sure she's all right for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
She's had some hard times over the last few months with her dad and everything. She just needs some time to get back on an even keel, I think.
You're welcome to accept the responsibility. If they're okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This is nothing official. It's not on a record. So,
We've managed to deal with
Keep
her
an
so
eye.
far. Mostly.
Yeah,
We've
we-
managed to deal with her so far. Mostly.
we'll make sure she is kept in check.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
And he opens the door. It's not, as opposed to the last few times, it's been like a gentle opening. It's not like a door slam open, but it's a much more like militarized sort of door is just suddenly open. Just like woof, walks in. It's like, okay, we're releasing you into the care of Etch, Flint, Unit, and those around them. This is nothing on a record. This is not official. There's no repercussions. Apart from learning, maybe, that... Try not to get into a similar situation again. We are aware
They're
of...
the ones that arrested me.
I trust my officers to do the correct thing. According to their report, they were trying and doing their best to not cause any problems. And you were difficult. What is in the past is in the past. I'm also aware of
Where are they?
sudden activities that were done last night as well.
I am not taking responsibility for them.
You have had multiple interactions with guards, with raised voices and difficult situations. Please avoid these. In terms of the guards, they are still doing their duties in the bricks. If you wish to find them, I'm sure you can find them there, but I don't want to see you back here again.
But
I mean in
Not out of the
custody. I don't
tower.
mean in the tower. And he goes around to behind you and just very easily just unties the knot.
Pulls
as
a
he goes
single
behind me,
part
I
of it.
kind of flinch a little.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to hurt you. You know we're here to protect the city, don't you?
That's what you say.
I am sorry on behalf of anyone I can be, if you've got the implication that we have some agenda or some idea to take over or ruin this city. But, and at this point, he's come back round. He's always had his helmet off, by the way. Like, in fact, he's probably got like minimal armor on whilst he's in the tower because he doesn't need all like the big plates and stuff. But he comes round and, you know, sort of looks you in the eye. Sort of comes, as much as rude as this sounds, he probably goes down on one knee to look you in the eye because he's so tall compared to you. But he looks down. He looks and he says,
The Jolly Green Giant.
he says, I want you to understand that we are here because our own city, our entire land, is sinking into the sea. Soon
Why come here?
was an offer. We came here originally because we felt a new presence. Your leader, Spiffrin. Being an ASMR is special in some senses and perhaps a curse in others. We detected a new entity in our collective and more than anything wanted to make sure that it wasn't a negative impact. There are only a few of us in existence, a few hundred. And a new one is either a birth, which seems almost impossible, or a reincarnation. And we wanted to make sure that Fryn was not, in fact, he wouldn't say Fryn, Spearfrin was not left alone, abandoned, and unaware. What led from
Who the
it
hell's
was
Spearfrin?
convenient. I believe you call her Fryn.
Yes.
We are only here to help her, and as extension, the city. A new home for us so that we do not fade away into non-existence.
What happens to the humans and the owls here? What happens if we fade away?
We become as
You've
one people.
taken over.
We do not intend to take over. We are still outnumbered, by humans and elves and all the other races that live here by at least 10 to 1. You do not necessarily have to fall in love or have a relationship with an ASMR. You are still welcome to live your life, but we want to live ours alongside, in harmony. A combined home.
Is it even possible for humans and ASMRs?
Yes? Any race with an ASMR will produce an ASMR. The features may be different, but in genetics, it is almost full ASMR.
But then you guys will become more. There'll be more of you here if that happens.
Perhaps over time. But is that a problem? It will still be the genetic offspring of your people and our people. It will not take away a name. It will not take away history. It will not take away anything to do with your culture.
Okay.
And if we do not continue our lines, we will die away and we will be lost into history. Forever.
I'm sorry.
I have nothing to apologize for. I understand we are an intimidating presence.
Especially after I met you guys in the pub.
We are large. We are...
In charge.
We are large and we are what could be considered the peak of fitness for any race of the same form. This is not on purpose. This is just how we are. And we are militarized. But not for aggressive intention. Only for defense. Anyway, I know I've been speaking enough, and I am sure you are keen to breathe in the fresh air. Please, don't cause any issues.
I'll try not to.
And he stands up and walks out the room and honestly just walks past you guys.
Thank you.
I really wasn't expecting. I really wasn't expecting this to be the episode where we had to explain the problems with racial purity theories.
It's a lot of unexpected in this episode,
Yeah,
including Elsie apologizing.
I know. What?
What?
Elsie said no.
Is there a certain irony in like the first time she's apologized in however many years, and the person she apologizes to says you'd have nothing to apologize for?
Oh, if only he knew.
Holy shit.
I knew a doctor once.
Okay. Okay.
You okay there,
Well.
Greg?
Yes. I'm great.
So, Elsie, I'm sure, removes herself from the room.
Elsie, right. Now, did you want that cup of tea or do you want to get going?
Do we really have to go down there?
We don't have to. I just thought it'd be interesting to have a look. If you want to stay up here, that's fine.
It's just that we didn't really have much fun when we were last down there.
But to be honest,
Hmm.
that's one of the reasons I want to go down there because I want to see.
Yeah, to
What-
have
I
fun.
gather it's changed quite significantly. So
I mean, if it's nasty, I'll come straight back up again. Don't you worry.
We can take a bit more of a leisurely stroll, and my father's tower may have books on planar information. He was an accomplished mage before he started messing with the crystals, so could help. Get Jamel and Lord back. So
You're getting quite good at magic now as well. You might find something interesting.
yeah,
yeah, that's true.
For me, I'm just a bit of a tourist, and also, of course, I'm quite interested in the planes. I'd like to find out where I came from.
I'm just a bit of a Tory.
Tourist.
Tourist. Oh, a tourist. Okay.
Oh god, not a Tory. Oh, I was afraid we were going to have to cancel Flint.
Oh. Give Elsie a hug and say, "We got your back." All right.
Okay.
So
You
I
should
go-
hear from the background, Maya, just
Okay.
like, don't hug people, it scares them. In fact, she just walks past. That's just as she's walking.
You're hugging again.
All right. Well, I'll keep my distance, 6 feet, and we can go into the.
So you go
Right then.
downstairs, head off down towards the elevator to the sunken sector as you know it, but now the hollow. I mean, it looks pretty much the same. There may be like a fresh lick of paint over the elevator, maybe
Is it
looking a
the same
little nicer. And standing in the elevator is the same old man hunched over, like, hello,
Oh shit! Fucking what's his name?
we're going down. How's it?
Yeah.
Hello, and
we are-
you and
Actually, we wanted to go
you.
up.
What?
I said, actually, we wanted to go up. It's a joke, you see, because you can't go up because you're at the top. Oh,
What?
No, I'm going down. Yes, down, please.
Down. Down. Yes.
Some people have no sense of humor.
No, we
Yes,
do.
like Flint.
Good.
And as you're wandering on in, he's about to ready to pull the lid. You hear a wait, running over towards you.
Jackson.
It's a Jackson. He's like, bloody hell.
Jackson.
I've been-
How's it going?
Well,
Sorry, I'm glad, of course, I've got to go down to talk to someone about stuff. And oh, you're right, Chelsea. Right, everyone.
He wants to get a piece of the Jackson.
So he gets in with you guys.
You have some public relations to attend to down here?
Oh,
or-
too many.
Yeah.
Just making
like
sure
you're
everything's
keeping
going alright
busy?
down here. If there's anything needed, making sure to remind the ASMR not to fly upwards or they'll explode.
Huh, what?
They'll explode.
Oh, right.
You know,
Yeah,
the
why?
powers of the.
the crystals.
When you're in the
still lining
center, it's
up.
alright, but if you get too close to the edge, the crystals have too much power and it's not a fun sight.
I see.
Okay, fine.
Hello, Jackson! Right?
What is this guy's name? Is it
You're-
Edgar?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think.
Fathom fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
You're going down. Get down. He pulls all
Jan and Timber.
Whew. I haven't managed to catch up with you guys. I've been too busy around everywhere.
Well, yes.
Yeah, it sounds like you got the busiest job of us all.
Well, busy, but I like it. I get to talk to people for once, rather than feeling useless in the tower. You know?
Yeah, that way you can keep that ever running mouth going for something good.
Haha. You're doing well. Hopefully good. What's going on with you guys then, huh?
Oh,
Oh, we did a bit of travelling, met a few people. It's been quite interesting in many ways.
Yeah? Send some people our way as well, I can see.
yeah.
Well, yes, I know.
Never thought this would happen from that.
I never thought this would happen at all. I mean, think about when you first found me.
Yeah. Yeah. City's been at rock bottom for like 300 years or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to look a little more like how I remember it.
Livable.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, Imgim's always kind of been a bit of a shithole.
I mean, as far as
But
I've known, it's been always after all these problems anyway.
It's more like the upper sector from back in the day is spread out into the whole city.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on the tire sex. I'm sure they'll make some kind of a problem.
Yeah, they've always been low key. Always suspected they had something in the background though.
Lord knows. But it was a bit of a problem, wasn't it, with the... Huh?
I've never really come across them particularly. They're the other family up in the.
Yeah, there was a big mansion. Used to be close to the Benazis, who are now, you know, gone.
The Wine family.
Oh, okay.
You alright, Elsie? Not saying much?
Yeah, no, fine.
How's everything been going?
Good.
Good? She alright?
She's had a rough day.
I'm used to having more of a chatterbox on my side.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow or something she'll.
Right, well,
I don't know.
I'm sure you'll be able to find me somewhere around, around town. Or at lunchtime,
Yeah,
you know, in
do you-
Dugnut Stream.
Is
Busy
that the only
nowadays.
time you slow down?
Mostly.
What do you do? What do you do in the evenings? Still running around?
Dugnut Stream. You know, me and Divley.
Dugnax probably needs to expand, huh?
I would say so.
Getting
A little
A little too much business
Busy.
for their.
seems good for them though.
Yeah.
They got bigger pies now. It's great.
You would.
Need a
You
whole
still
one
get
for
8 of
lunch.
them.
But the bigger ones, 1 for lunch, 2 for dinner.
Okay.
Right. Perks of being paid a councillor's fee, eh?
Yeah. We're going to check out my dad's tower again. Different goal this time. Planar energy studies. I don't know if he worked on that back then.
Sure.
Yeah.
What have you been up to while we've been away, apart from you obviously being busy recently?
Well, after you left, I was mostly just doing what we usually do, making sure everything doesn't collapse in on itself. Then about a month later, the ASMRs came, and then since then it's all just been hectic. Was initially helping out with just some of the negotiations. Now it's just, you know, walking around making sure everyone's happy. I mean, I don't talk to everybody. I obviously talk to the correspondents who then give me the information, but still a lot.
Oh, it's good stuff.
You get down to the bottom, and I think you almost like forgot like that you were going down because you're so used to like halfway pulling up like your, you know, no one else was reacting. Jackson wasn't reacting, and nothing was said. So when you hit the bottom, there's probably like this immediate pang of like
shit.
panic.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I know, I did the same too. Don't worry. Can you believe it? Fresh air down here. Like you can actually see
can't.
the other side of the hole.
Well, I've
It
only been
doesn't smell like an armpit.
No.
yeah. It doesn't look a bit nicer now than last time.
Looking out into it, it's a lot of like there's big piles of like what seems to just be rubble, like unusable rotten wood and piles of this like sort of splattered around. But then where the houses sort of used to be, the entire expanse, there's no wall blocking off seeing the rest of it. There's just like houses being constructed, worked on, just small like, you know, it's almost like a grid, very sort of like organized, many houses looking identical. You know, a few, maybe like 100 of them, so all being built. There's not a lot else there, because it seems as though everything's just been stripped down. There's no gardens being built yet, there's no trees, there's no anything. It's very rudimentary, just people can live here kind of things to start with. But you can just see, you know, the part of the castle that's just sort of collapsed in and fallen down very clearly. There's nothing blocking it.
The wall's gone. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's unnerving.
Right?
Oh, before we go our separate ways, Velka's staying behind this time. She's having a little bit of she's having trouble out there.
I've
She's
heard.
got some scales growing, which is
Some sort of
Oh.
condition, yeah.
What have you done to her, honestly?
just try to keep an eye on her a little more than normal.
As much as I
She's having a
can.
rough time. Yeah, I think she. I don't know. She's going to need support.
Mm-hmm.
She's
She
missed
came
home,
with us,
but
she'd have support.
she's missed home a lot. But
it's
I think
true,
she's
but I think she needs a bit more than just support at the moment. She needs medical help.
Alright, so we'll do what we can. We ain't got doctors at the moment. That's one that's more difficult.
yeah. I mean, we're looking for a solution. I'm pretty sure it's planar. I had looked her over and she couldn't see anything wrong with her, aside from the obvious
Right?
scales.
Can't help but notice one more elephant in the room, though.
Where? I've never seen an elephant. Where's that?
Oh, the sword?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the other one's...
You decided to upgrade yourself before me, then?
I gave you the upgrade.
But you just did it again. Honestly. So selfish. You know, you should start thinking about other people once that he's walking away, once in a while. You know, it'd be good for you.
He's a card, isn't he?
He knows how to get under my skin. let's go.
Oh, nice seeing Jackson again, wasn't it, Elsie? Elsie. No? Oh, I think she was
What?
deaf. That's a
Let's
shame.
just go to wherever we were going.
Why, you don't want to walk around with Jackson, catch up with him,
Yes.
tell him anything that you've been thinking about?
If you want to have a chat, you go right ahead. We'll wait for you. It's fine.
I
Elsie.
could send him a message if you want him to come back. Let's go.
I didn't want to come down here, and now I'm down here. You are being like this. I am just going to go straight back up.
No. Come on.
So
Let's go.
you wander into the city, and before I tell you what's the sort of things you see and what you go towards, we're gonna have a break on time for once because I haven't lost track of the time.
2 minutes past, actually.
No, this is 2 minutes past is the exact time.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I have it written in each day like what date and what time we finish on the 19th of December 2020. It's 2 minutes past 4. So we're gonna have a 10-minute break.
Okay, bye.
From the intensity. Oh, he's gone. From the intensity, I will be. We'll be back. And it all collapses. Okay. Oh, well, you know what? Fine. Whatever.
I'm still here. No, I'm still here.
No, it's too late. It's just whatever. Let's get it. Before the break. Actually, before the break, I felt like there was something I was going to say, but I haven't said it. Nope. Never mind.
I got Starbucks.
Ooh, that sounds nice. I fancy Starbucks.
Before the break. Honestly, I feel like I can surmise by saying you're in Veluna and you've ended up... Well, there's two major things that's happening. Everyone's talking to everyone about generalized things, but mostly it's all focused on the fact that Elsie hates everything, then got arrested, and then has had a big discussion with her brother, then Flint, and then the captain of the guard about, nice. Everything. Just like not being so aggressive towards everything. Seems as though Elsie has calmed down a little bit from the position at which she was sitting, having left Velka to be a mess of drunkenness. And now they have moved into the sunken sector, which is now called the Hollow, is now livable, is now breathable, and are moving forwards to see the old tower of the castle, which is still in a crumbly mess. Oh yeah, they also spoke to Jackson. So as you walk towards the tower, inside the Hollow, there are a lot of ASMR. A good 100 or so constantly walking around doing things. If they catch you, they do say hello, sort of. They're very friendly and kind. Mostly building and putting things up, lifting heavy things. I think there's a certain point where you realize just how strong they actually are as a collective when they've just got giant pieces of stone or stuff under their arms as they wander around.
Marble columns.
Exactly. They are absolutely peak. But as you go towards the tower, which you thought, oh, that's all the same, as you walk over, it is a little interesting. All of the main structures, like the walls that were still standing, the tower that's still standing, is all sort of in place, but all of the rubble around it, all of the dust and everything seems to be, it's strangely clean. It's been cleared out, all of the old rubble and things. So it's more just ruins, but without the ruiny bit. And in a couple of places where, the tower especially, which was ever so slightly leaning, there's a big sort of structure of wood built up to sort of support it, to make sure it doesn't fall over, and things like that. Sort of preservation in itself.
That's nice.
Well, this looks a bit better than last time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad it's still here.
So is this where you grew up then, Etch, when you were...
Yeah, this castle grounds were my whole life.
Must be strange for you.
Yeah. Let's go in.
So you wonder, everything is the same as you saw it the last time you came here. Can I remember it all? The secret door up the stairs to a corridor, or at least the corridor which had a secret sigil, I believe, inside that you teleported down before. Your dad's old study, various bits where you can wander around and old rooms and such. kind of clean. The inside is not like they've dusted, but like a lot of the rubble and things, as you were told before, have been repurposed.
All right.
Ew.
All right. Yeah, it was gross. I'm gonna, just in case, we should probably cover mouths and hands, just in case, since this is mostly untouched. Maybe something's still lingering, just in case.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be poking around my dad's library, see if there's any. Well, I mean, I guess I should get all of his notes out of here.
I mean, you already did a search last time and found everything that you could find, or I guess technically now that you're looking for slightly different things, but a lot of it is.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, you've already searched through.
yeah, I mean, we were looking for specifically crystal and blood magic stuff then.
You're welcome to do an investigation, but
Okay. Just on his general library thing, see if there's any.
I would do an investigation, but it's. I'll do an investigation. I'm going to look for anything to do with the fire plane, specifically. 2.
okay, you are absolutely convinced. I mean, absolutely convinced that the last time you missed something. Inside the fireplace, one of the stones is sticking out ever so slightly from the others.
I did say the fire plane, not the fireplace.
No, I know.
Just in case, you know.
No, I know.
I'm going to concentrate on that for a
23.
while.
23. Ignoring Flint. You
Sure,
look around. 23. I mean, I don't think there's much more. I think there are maybe some basic books on stuff you've already researched, you know, like to do with planes, stuff that you've already had in your noggin about planar things. Nothing new, especially on the the new side of things, on the empty plane and that kind of stuff. I don't think you find anything absolutely special other than what you have already found. You know, bit on the planes, bit on blood magic, bit on, you know, the crystals, and there's no other secret hatches or doors or anything.
Anything on parallels?
Anything on parallels? There is maybe like a book or two, but as Etch would know, the history of Pale Elves is very sort of lost to time. A lot of any sort of notes that would have been made have been destroyed over time, and it's very rare to find anything solid on Pale Elves that isn't either a temple or assumptions based on things. So you find out some basic things, you know, a book that sort of explains Pale Elves were shaped slightly differently, a bit taller, a bit thinner, larger ears, supposedly more like peak athleticism than you know, even more dexterous than elves can be nowadays. And what it basically comes down to is they were a very elitist race, creating their own cities and areas and blocking them off from others, and even invading and, you know, destroying areas that are any other kind of a race. Just call it what it is, a bit of racism, because they truly believe they were the race that will, you know, they will live on, they will live forever, everything else will die down and they will be eternal. Mostly it's assumed because they live to, you know, as elves do nowadays, 1,000 years old, although it's hinted that it's possible Pure Elves lived for maybe another 500 years on top of that, like even longer than elves do nowadays. You know, like they were almost to some eternal beings, and they truly believed it themselves. Maybe a bit of the history goes on about how as they saw other races progress, and as dwarves turned from, you know, like whatever would be the older version of dwarves into current dwarves, there was a lot of like contention between pure elves and dwarves, and trying to drive them out of countries and creating this sort of tension, eternal tension, which is suggested as to why the dwarves of Kugelram are perhaps a little bit more aggressive out and more defensive in themselves, because they're so used to being the ones that are being attacked. But then that gets passed down between the lines from being, we need to defend ourselves from this, to we need to defend ourselves. There's some notes on the old, like the gods that they used to pray to. A little bit of a hint of, there's actually some names of some gods that you don't even recognize. Like ones that, if you look through the books of what gods are available to your handy dandy encyclopedia of gods, you wouldn't see them in there. None to like note the names of, but you're sort of looking at it like, oh, that's interesting. But then, you know, there's things like Meroleth and the big temples they have towards them, their affinity for traps and possession, especially of gold and jewels. They like to flare everything up a bit, and were very keen to not have their gold stolen by anybody else and keep it to themselves. I think that would pretty much cover all you'd find from like the basic books that you've got from Howells. There's no like specifics. It's all very, you know, like if you look into like ancient Roman times, some of it is, I mean, there's probably more on the Romans than we have, but like some of it's just like, well, I don't know, we kind of think it's maybe something like this.
Is there anything on the kind of magic that they used, or if they did?
Not really. No, it is implied that they did know magic in their own sense, but it's not too different from magic nowadays. Spells and things have progressed and advanced and such, but it's not like there was a different vein of magic being used.
So basically, it sounds like they were what Elsie thinks ASMRs are.
Kind of, yeah.
Yes.
Except Elsie doesn't know how long ASMRs live for.
Well, no, but like the coming in, taking over people's homes.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, you should be more afraid of the elves that have always been here than the ASMR who are.
No, because she believes that ASMRs are like the not the elves.
They're not elves.
Not the
No.
elves.
That's their common translation name from Perwoven.
Yes.
Not the elves. Can I gather any? I mean, I gathered all of his research notes before, right?
I believe so, yeah. You got all the parts that I was looking for you to find in there.
Anything that's left or not common knowledge, I'll just collect it into the bag of holding and move it up to my workshop.
There's nothing in here that is new to you, but there are things to do with blood magic and such that others could find, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking that stuff.
Yeah. But nothing that would be useful to you.
Yeah. And it's like, well, that's pretty much everything. There's no new planar knowledge. I think I'm going to need somebody from the university to help practice the things that I've been studying, though. It's for another day, though. What are you looking at over there, Flint?
This brick here, there's something behind it. I'm sure there is.
Okay.
Look, you see,
Let's just-
yeah, I'm sure if you press it here, maybe you put it. No, but I bet you press this. Maybe you twist it like this. I can't. Something like that.
That brick's always been like that. It's just always sat a little
Edge
long.
also knows that the other side of it is just like the outer wall.
Yeah, that's also just outside.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Oh, well, that's disappointing. Hey, you got any tissues? I'm going to clean my hands. They're a bit dirty now.
Here?
Thank you.
Some cloth.
I think that I wash this fireplace down with some. Maybe I can burn it. Burn off the rubbish.
How are you doing over there, Elsie?
Have you had a look in your old childhood room at all? Anything in there? You...
No, I was going to stop up. I mean, last I left it, there was just... I mean, it was a mess.
Was that before the collapse or after?
That was before. Yeah. Oh, sure. Let's
Oh,
go
fair
check
enough
it out.
then. Well, interesting seeing the place anyway.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go a little further up the tower to Etch's old room.
In your old room, I mean, you remember your old room being far bigger and just more extravagant than it seems to actually be? You know, like it's just this It's a night room that's kind of 4-poster bed that's kind of broken down, and a couple desks and drawers and things. It's been a long time since you were there.
My own books and sketches and little pieces of things that I was trying to build over by the desk. Probably not on the desk.
Yeah. I reckon inside of the one of the drawers, as you're just vaguely looking through, like you try and open the drawer and it's just like it just won't open. It opens like this much and then just won't open. Like there's something sort of caught up in the back of it.
What the hell?
You know?
Yeah. Can I reach under and try to see if I can jostle it out?
Give me a sleight of hand.
Natural 20. Hello. For a 24.
You manage to sort of, your big long elven fingers, you get it in, and you sort of feel whatever's there, and you kind of fiddle a bit, and then suddenly it falls out, and there's just this tiny, it's like a shortened knife, just a tiny little knife, which written into the handle, which is by this point like it looks like it's about to fall apart. It's just like full etch, live well and never stray, and it just from your father. It's an old knife that 430 years of memory suddenly back to just like, oh my god, you were given this when you were really young as a gift, and you'd completely forgotten that you'd left it behind.
He gave me this for my 33rd birthday. Wow.
That's nice. Oh, bit damn it, be careful with it. Don't break it. It looks a bit fragile.
That's fine. I just need to get some rust off, probably.
Or just, use that spell that you have.
Yeah, I'll mend it.
Yeah, you mending it. It's fine. Like, it fixes up the wood.
Like brand new.
Yeah.
And gets rid of the engraved. No, I'm joking.
No! I don't know
Or do you keep
not sure how I'm
leave
meant to
it?
feel about this knife. I mean, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, that's a nice little thing, isn't it? So your dad gave you that, did he?
Yeah. 740 something years ago.
Oh gosh.
700. 400.
Yeah, I was gonna say you ain't that old.
700. No, 440 something years ago. There we go.
So like 1,000
Well-
years ago, then, yeah.
I would have been about
About half that.
not born yet, like quite a long
Yeah.
way, really.
I'll be like -5 generations.
Well, presumably I'd have had some ancestor alive then. I wouldn't know.
Yes,
I
you
think it
were
was meant
but
to
a
be like a-
flame in your father's eye.
Not even. Oh. I think it was meant to be like a ritual sort of knife for my wizard studies, but just a knife now.
That's very nice, anyway. I'm glad you found that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I literally just said that.
I know.
Yeah.
I was repeating what you said. I wouldn't say it
Okay.
myself. It's too bad even for me.
That's not true at all.
Well, I think I've gotten everything out of the tower that we need to worry about before.
Were there anybody else doing research in the tower at all? Is your dad the only one?
This was our tower. This is where the family lived, and I guess he had, towards the end, he had those other people researching in the hidden rooms, but no, most of the time it was just us.
No, fair enough. Then.
Ed, what happened to your mum?
She should still be in the butchery. Need to check in on her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That
we
just
met
mum
her. I
is
thought we were
alive
dead.
and we have met her, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the one that's about 700. Something.
I thought she was dead. 'Cause she just doesn't
No.
seem the type to be your mother.
Wow.
Ah, she's very nice, actually, isn't she? Doesn't look a
Well-
day about 600.
Yeah, I guess I'll just walk through the other areas, give them one last look over before
Mhm.
heading out.
There's really nothing particularly special for you to find.
Yeah.
Rude.
All right, you find a book with no notes in it.
Your house is distinctly average.
It's been a wreck for 430 years.
Yeah, I'd imagine that anything would be pretty remarkable that you found that in. Just saying.
Yeah, so he
I
doesn't
mean,
find
it's
anything remarkable.
unremarkable to the eye. I'm sure it's
You can
very
pick up
remarkable.
the ruined pile of mulch that used to be paper.
Yeah.
Nice view from over here. Look out the window.
It's pointed slightly towards the sky.
Yeah.
Oh.
You go to the other side, you're looking at the ground. Whoa!
Ah! All right, yeah, let's get out of here before it tips over.
Okay, Elsie, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Unit, you okay?
Yes.
Well, shall we then?
Yeah, a little trip down memory lane. Make sure all the blood magic doesn't get into the wrong hands.
Memory lane. Where is that?
I think it's that one down there. See that long one that goes that way?
Oh,
It's just thinking back. It's a.
I really
overnight
don't know
phrase.
this city very well at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
You wander back to the elevator, and back out again. Yes,
Oh, hello. Hello.
yes,
We want to go up, please.
yes.
Poor old thing. You've been out of
Let's
here.
go.
Good.
So, how's the how's life been?
It has its ups and downs.
I'm pretty sure you make that joke every goddamn time we get on this elevator.
Yeah, but he doesn't remember.
Oh,
It's still funny though, isn't it?
I mean, it must be nice not to have to put on all that gear every time you go.
Yes,
I think
How's-
things changed a lot since the ASMR came.
yes.
Oh, good.
I know last time we talked, you had some work going on your roof. You were trying to do it yourself. Have they helped or?
Yes, it's all fixed.
That's good.
Mm.
That's good.
yes.
It's always nice to have that chat, isn't it?
For once, I agree. Unit. Yes.
Do you
Seems
normally
like
not
the most
agree?
of- Well, normally I feel like there's more to say, but in this case,
Ah,
just yes
Yes.
seems very appropriate.
cool.
I mean, okay, then we'll be heading on.
Right,
Bye,
goodbye.
Have a good one. All right.
Was he okay? Did he just like
Bye.
choke
Hairball.
on something there?
Is
He
it
just
is it
reminds
getting
me-
late?
I imagine it's probably like afternoony time, so nearing dark.
Okay.
Greg, I just saw your t-shirt.
Surfing on pizza.
No, at the end
Nothing
there,
on pizza.
Edgar reminded me of the fly from Hotel Transylvania where he's doing the workouts and he goes.
I have not seen that film. But I think
Anyway.
Why?
Anyway,
good.
Anyway.
where are you heading?
Oh man, I don't.
Ah.
Where are
To the tower.
Elsie wants to go to the tower?
Yeah, I was going to say, very like, enthusiastic for Elsie.
All right, let's go to the tower.
And what's her agenda? You wander back
I
over
don't
the tower, are let in. Obviously, go up to the top, and honestly, it's just the same. Like, people may be in slightly different positions, but you know, people are working away, talking, paper being passed from person to person,
I
all
still
sorts of notes.
stick my tongue out at the guards at the door.
they still don't react. And yeah, you get up to the top, and it's all the same.
Any sign of Velka?
Oh, Velka's not there now.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think, then? What do you want to do in Verona now?
Well, I mean, I've got some work to do on both my sword and your gauntlets before we can go. Want to spend a little more time with Maya. We could stop at the university and see if they maybe have any help trying to work on this planar stuff. I mean, I've got the knowledge, but I don't have the practice that they do with it. That could be helpful. Oh, I can cross one thing off the list.
His actual list.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, in that case, I'm going to do a wander around the city and have a look, I think, and just sightsee.
Maybe one of you should go get Velka.
Why? We're not taking her with us, are we?
No, but maybe she should be better at the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually, yeah.
Except none of you can carry her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still passed out this long into the day. I told her to meet me at the shop. I should go to the workshop, work on things, and wait for her.
Yeah.
I'll come and annoy you.
Yeah.
All right.
Unit.
You,
Sure. I do. I think I want to pay a visit to that necromancer. I have some questions.
All right.
Whether you come with me is up to you.
I'll come with you if you like, otherwise I'm going to go and have a little wander around the city.
Yeah. I'll wait for Velka at the workshop, but let us know if you need us.
Will do.
So, is there
I'll
anything
give you
in-
one day talking about so that you can actually do that.
Are there any particular things that Flint is looking to do around the city?
What time is it now? Is it getting dark?
It's getting dark, yes.
I'll just have a wander around and see what I can see.
Sounds good. Edge, you'll just be building stuff. I'm not sure there's much to RP for you.
Not really. There's a work a little bit though.
Go for it. Whatever it is you're wishing to do.
Units thing first.
Okay. I'm assuming Elsie doesn't have much as well.
Nope, she's just bugging Edge.
Sounds good. So you work your way down, having a little wander, just like, I have no idea where I'm going to start with, and eventually find your way back to the bricks, which does look different to when you last saw it. You are looking for the one particular well-built house in all of the rubble, and yet there isn't much rubble, and you track kind of back to where you think it is. They're eventually finding a much nicer looking than all the rest of the construction house, the same one that you had previously seen the necromancer in.
Okay. I don't think I'd even knock on the door. I think I'd just try.
You try
Okay.
opening the door and it is locked, but there's as you're standing staring at the door like, well, it opens, and the same guy as before. I believe I do have a description if I can find it. Now that's going back. That was this one? There we go. You see, I don't actually know if you ever know his name. A man with
I don't think I did.
pale grey skin, but the skin is not wrinkly or flawed like you would expect of someone that is supposedly his age that you don't know. The skin is perfect, almost sparkling, one could say, iridescent in the light. His grey skin is complemented by his yellow iris and white pupils surrounded by delicate features. A long chin with stubble and a high and prominent cheekbones with a few strands of grey hair falling down and framing his face. A few hairs that seem to miss his ponytail. Oddly, one could almost call him attractive. He stands tall at maybe 6'3", a loose grey top showing parts of his muscular chest, and has tight brown leather trousers topped with a belt. Sees you and says, "Ah, my good friend back again. What can I do for this time?"
I don't know that we are friends, per se. I want to know what you did.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's not true.
Well, if it's not true, then you already know what you want.
I know what I want. I want to know what you did.
What I did? Well, today I woke up and had some breakfast,
You know that's not what I
did some sacrifices. I took my end of a deal. You owed me a favor, you gave me a favor, and now we are done. I have no reason to help you. Unless, of course, you want to owe me another favor.
I have no wish to do that.
Any resulting, I don't know, conditions? It's not my problem, really, is it?
Yes, it is directly your problem.
Why?
You are the cause.
Yes, but it's not my problem.
Semantics.
Well, I'm not sure how I can help you, really. I'm getting
You
ready
can
to
tell
leave
me what you did.
anyway. I think it's fairly obvious at this point that I don't care enough for you to tell you what I did. If there's nothing else, I'm getting out of here, if you don't mind. Nothing? Not even a word? God. I know the Formicids are a serious bunch, but God, are you boring.
Boring.
Well, yes.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Maybe something. Maybe interesting features? I don't know. So serious. It's a shame. You should try to lighten up.
It's not serious, it's just neutral.
Neutral. Oh my god, it gets even more boring. Ugh. God. Now, even if it were possible, I am afraid that you are going to bore me to death, so unless there's anything important, I have things to do. Bags to pack.
That sounds like not my problem.
It does, so you might as well leave.
No.
Okay, in which case, enjoy standing at my door, I guess? You're a strange one. He just closes the door in your face.
Huh. I guess he just goes back then.
he just wanders on back to the workshop.
Yeah.
You go back to the workshop to where Etch. This is where you can do whatever you wished.
Yeah. I don't know what I am doing with the crystals yet, but the work that I need to do while I'm here for sure is make spots fitted into both the gauntlets and the sword for the crystals once they're ready to be placed. So I'll be working on that, and also just studying the sword to make sure that whatever I do to it is not going to damage its integrity in any way.
So, give me I guess it's an investigation, unless I can find something that would be more specific than that. Well, I don't really believe there would be. In fact, actually, your Smith's tools. Do a proficiency check with Smith's tools to do an analysis of the blade.
16.
16. So as far as you can tell, at the base of it, it is a steel blade, or whatever materials would be best to make a katana. I am not a blacksmith. I believe they fold different types of steel, soft and hard, together until it creates a much stronger blade. Like I say. Which has then, of course, had some magical charm or something put onto it that creates a vorpal blade. You know, very, very sharp. You look at the edge, you know, the sharp edge. It's a classic katana in that, you know, the back edge is more square, so you could, like, push your hand against it and it would be fine, but the other end is just almost impossibly thin. You know, you have your ways of measuring you know, various things, even to sometimes trying to measure, like, how thin you've made a blade, but it's just even thinner than you can imagine. It's just so sharp and doesn't seem to want to dull. You know, you run it across a few things, like against just a piece of bare steel that you have, and it leaves a mark in the steel. It doesn't like chop it in two. It's not that kind of thing, but it is much harder than the steel.
So, like,
you know,
the scratch test.
yeah, exactly, and it just doesn't seem to affect it. Like, it's a very, very good blade. Not only is it good, it's very well made. Like, it's perfectly straight. Everything. It seems like whoever made it is not just like a master blacksmith, but just it's an art. It's almost an art piece that should be on a wall. Except, you know, you're going to chop things' heads off with it. At the base of it, it's a very simple blade and stuff. I don't think I've ever explained how I imagine the blade looking. Did I?
I think you said that it's like pure black.
Yeah, it's definitely a black metal the whole way up, including the guard, which is just a small oval guard, and then it's got wrapped metal, wrapped leather around, I think I said wrapped leather, around the base. I think that's what I'm saying.
Dark purple.
Yes.
Wrapping.
Yeah. You notice that as you're picking at it, the leather itself is covering over some kind of markings on the handle, and it's your decision as to whether you try and take off the leather to then put back on.
Yeah. Unwrap the leather.
Slowly unwrap the leather, removing the, you know, I'm sure you have to apply heat to remove whatever glue is attaching it down, or adhesive is attaching it down. And eventually it becomes fairly obvious that all of the sigils and runic marks and stuff, which you can't read, to give it the power that it has, are all sort of etched in very, very beautifully into the handle on both sides, including the symbol of Malroleth a few times, in pretty much exactly the same size as where you were holding it. On both sides, but it's like it pretty much matches. It's an inverse of how the symbol should be, so that when it prints it on your hand, it is exactly how it would be. And then there's loads of runes and various things that, with minimal knowledge, you can understand are probably helping it be a vorpal blade, be much sharper, retain this sharpness and all that kind of thing. Interestingly, again, you cannot cut or make a mark, and you even try to do a bit of a test as to, you know, if I'm going to put a crystal in this, I need to make a space, and you just cannot make a mark in it. You just, like, you get like a center punch trying to smack into it. It just doesn't. In fact, you do that, bam, into it, and your center punch just snaps in two. It just doesn't want to make any kind of a mark in it.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to do some sort of storyboard influence. You sort of, I don't know, you know, just like put it down on the table, like a little frustrated maybe, just like whatever, just put it down, like, you know, you sort of vaguely chuck something onto a table, just like, I don't even know at this point. It lands next to where you've laid out the crystals as for measuring into things, and it just sort of touches one of the crystals. For aesthetic purposes, I'll say the purple one, and it just absorbs it.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Yep, that's more things I don't understand. Cool. Elsie, did you see that?
Huh? What?
God, it just sucked up one of the crystals.
Oh, cool. Let me do it really long.
Sorry, just to interrupt as well. It sucks at one of the crystals, and then you see from the impact one of the other crystals slowly rolling around in its like circle.
No. Wait, I wonder.
I drew you this picture.
Huh?
I drew you this picture
What is it?
of you and Maya.
Oh, that's adorable. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll show her tonight. I'm sure she'll love it too.
Yeah.
But also, the sword just sucked in the crystal. Like
Is her eyes green or brown?
brown. They're like a
Okay,
nice
thank
amber.
you. You got a brown pencil?
I mean, I use this one for my sketches, but yeah, sure.
Thank you. Just snatch it straight out.
Okay.
You can...
Just don't break it. But okay. Can I examine it again to try to see what happened?
Arcana.
Okay. Oh wow, a glorious 12.
No idea. Your best guess from things that you know about and what you know about the crystals, because you know a fair bit. You've always found that with the crystals, they all exude they have their own specific energy. Once you cut them down to like a good shape, they come from like a chaotic sort of creation to how do I explain this? It's like you start cutting them down, and instead of going, "Oh, I want it to be like this," it kind of you feel the shape of the crystal form itself. Does that make any sense? Like it wants to be a certain shape to create a certain power.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
For like your old blade, it made sense that it would be able to do what it does. With this one, like you're assuming in some way there's like what's the closest equivalence you might know in physics? You know, in physics there's a resonant frequency, like how you smash a wine glass.
Yeah.
You get it going to its actual manic like amount, like it perfect. Yeah, everything has a resonant frequency. With the crystals, your assumption is maybe there's like a resonant magic frequency. And the chaotic energy of the crystals, which are uncut, by the way, which I'm sure you had already assumed, sort of it like attracted it to it, and therefore possibly one of those crystals was like, yep, the sword was like, that fits perfectly in with the magic that it currently uses. But you don't know what that would have done to the blade, how that would have affected it, whether it was negative, whether it was positive, whether it did anything at all.
Well, that could come back to bite me in the ass, but that's something to worry about later. Oh, Elsie, have you noticed Flint changing?
No, I tend to not look when he changes. I don't really want to see what's going on.
I knew that was coming.
I meant more
Oh no.
I knew that was going to happen.
more personality-wise, but this is very funny. Good job.
Oh no, he's the same old Flint. Well, same young
Right.
Flint. I don't know. He talks old, but he is young.
I mean, the whole aesthetic thing with he's got a
Yeah.
skull, belt buckle.
Yeah, he's just doing what we do. He's trying to be one of the kids. It's fine.
Okay.
See,
You
what
don't think there's
wouldn't
any problem with that golden skull or anything that he took?
No, it looks well cool.
No, I'm not the one on his belt buckle. I mean the one he took from the
Temple.
yeah, from the temple.
No, I mean you took the sword.
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know. It also
Am I
left
supposed
an
to be worried?
on me, and I don't know. I'm a little worried.
Seems fine to me.
Just keep an eye on him. Or anything weird. I mean, I don't know.
Why
Seems
don't we
a
just
little
keep a skull on him?
Eh?
Why don't we just keep a skull on him?
I don't know what that means.
Instead of keeping an eye on him, keep a skull on him.
Oh.
I feel like keep an eye socket on him might have been a better push.
It wasn't going to be a good joke, by the way.
At this point, Una walks in.
I'm glad you recognised that, because that's what your jokes are like.
Takes one to know one.
Right. How's your trip to the necromancer?
Thoroughly unproductive.
What were you hoping to get out of it?
I wanted to inquire about his work, but he was not forthcoming.
Didn't you do that last time?
Yes. Couldn't
Why
hurt to
didn't
try
you do it
again.
then?
Well, I was about as successful last time, so I figured I'd give it another go.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Well, if we can help in any way, let us know.
I doubt it, but thank you.
At this point, Velka walks in.
Yeah.
Olga! Hello.
What's up?
How are you
So-
feeling?
What's up?
Tired.
You've been sleeping all day,
Oh,
haven't you?
you've been asleep all day.
Yeah. Tired. What are
Fair
you
enough.
doing?
Just well,
Drawing.
this sword just worked. It just sucked up one of the crystals.
Nice.
Can't even see it anymore.
Oh wait, is that
Yeah.
a bad thing?
I mean, yet to be seen.
Oh,
So,
damn.
you ready to chat? Or
Yeah, we're chatting. What's up? We need to talk.
Fine.
Have you pissed off
Yeah.
Maya again? Listen, it's okay. Well, it's not, but like you know.
we had a great night and morning. Thank you very
Did
much.
you though?
That's why I'm drawing a picture to cheer her up. So next time he annoys her, that she won't be as annoyed.
Did you have a nice time, or did you think it was a nice time because you're really ignorant to how things actually go?
Coin toss, really.
Oh dear.
So how are you feeling? How are you feeling, Velka?
The same I always feel. Good.
I'm smelling a little bullshit. Just
Is that
throwing
on
that
your
out.
shoe? Did you walk into something on the
No
way in?
balls
Or?
around here.
No, I think you tracked it in actually.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, you'd recognize the smell.
How's the arm thing doing?
It's an arm?
You know what I mean.
I don't know.
Show me. Are there any more scales?
Not since you last saw, no. It just exists. What's the problem?
I mean, they keep growing. That's the problem.
And?
You want to be scaly?
I mean, take what I can get. Why are you questioning this? You've got one friend who's literally not black skinned and orange eyed. You've got another one that's like an ant. Friend turned into a angel thing.
But we know how those things all happened.
Do you know how Flint happened? I thought the whole point was we didn't know how Flint happened.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tall.
Oh, well, I mean, Tal's just another story.
Yeah, I mean, Flint's been like that his whole life, as far as I know.
Well,
So.
I've been like this my whole last few weeks, so, you know, it's a problem.
You're an asshole, you know that.
Yeah, where did I learn it from?
Don't call her that.
What's up, Elsie?
Hey.
You still convinced that everyone's out to get you?
I never said they were out to get me.
You still convinced that everyone's trying to destroy everything? What happened whilst I was asleep, by the way?
Do you like my picture of Etch and Maya?
Yeah, it's real cute. What happened?
She's
Oh, I drew a picture.
yeah, we went down to the Hollow and
Oh,
took a trip around the tower and whatnot. Yeah.
ooh. And now Elsie's perky.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that happened.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Yep. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Come at me for some bullshit.
I mean, I feel like that's not our place to say if Elsie doesn't want to talk about it. Then yeah. But I feel like you have something to talk about. You've been in
Hey, Elsie, what happened?
No, you've been in a bit of a place.
I drew a
Stop
picture.
What happened before you drew a picture?
When we went down to the hollow.
What happened before you went down to the hollow?
I drew a picture.
What happened before you drew a picture?
Went down to the hollow.
Okay, so this is going to be a cycle. She doesn't want to talk about it. How about you instead
Why are you
talk
not
to me
talking
about
to me?
things that you don't want to talk about?
Why are you not talking to me?
Because I drew a picture.
I don't know what that is.
I don't get this.
I'm trying to, but she's completely ignoring me, Elsie.
Huh? What? Yeah?
I'm not the only one confused here, right?
Hey,
No,
hey,
certainly not.
follow me up here and I'll show you a really cool knife that I got earlier today.
Ooh, knife.
Follow me.
Follow him, goes upstairs.
All right, so what's up? What's up?
You're gonna show me a knife.
Yeah, look, knife. Here, you can hold that while you talk to me.
This is a tiny knife. I can't believe you have
Yeah.
such a small knife.
As a child, Velka's mum told her not to go with strangers that offered her candy, but that was absolutely not a problem because even if they would have worked if they'd offered her knives.
Yeah.
But candy, not a
Why,
problem.
why'd you have such a small knife?
It's a very personal question.
So, what's up? Why are you acting out? Just
Why am I acting out?
yeah, you.
I'm not acting out.
You know, getting stupid drunk and
I've done that before.
overprotecting. Yeah, but every time you've done it, there's been like a big issue that you're working out. So just come on. We traveled halfway across the world, ish. We're closer now, right? You can just right.
Sure.
Parenting.
Yeah. What? So, do you want to stay here or do you not? What are you feeling?
I don't think it's really my choice, is it?
We want to help, but I also want to know how you feel about it.
I mean, I know you want to help, but that's inherently taking away my choice, isn't it? Unless, of course, you're happy with me leaving.
With you leaving with us or leaving?
In any case.
Well, we're not happy with you leaving. I'm not really happy leaving you behind. I want you to join us. But also, you seem to be struggling. And one of the last times you talked, you said that you missed home a bit.
So you've made a decision for me.
I'm not... Listen, that's what we think is best, but at the end of the day, it's your decision.
It's a pretty strong decision.
What do you want?
I want everyone to get off my back. And to know what happened with Elsie.
That's her place to tell you, not mine.
Well, this is my place to tell you.
All right. Can't force you.
You are too right. She just wanders off back downstairs. Oh, and they're just like, oh, your knife is just... Ding.
What was that noise?
What noise?
The music.
Yeah.
The music?
Yeah, there was a faint music.
There was like 2 seconds of like, yeah, I don't know. I assumed it came from either Birdie or Marks.
I don't know. I heard the wind just made a noise. Did you hear the wind?
Could be.
No, it was almost like Minecraft.
It sounded
music.
like string music or something.
Oh, it was definitely the wind going, ooh, outside my window.
That could have been it, to be fair.
Anyway, she goes back downstairs, goes down to Elsie, like, so, what happened?
So. Got arrested.
Was that again?
Got arrested.
Is it just one more time?
Draw a picture.
Mhm.
Got arrested.
Oh, it's great. What for?
Kicking stuff.
Kicking stuff. Oh, that's a useless reason. I'm proud of you, though. I mean, not proud, whatever, I don't care. Nice. Show him who's boss and stuff, right? I've never been arrested, but we don't have anyone to arrest me, so, you know.
Well, we do now.
Yeah, I'll just have to be careful, won't I? Not get caught. Wait, why? So why are you suddenly like all happy and shit?
Because I have to be.
You don't have to be, but like, I'm glad you are. And shit.
Still don't fully trust them.
I don't fully trust anybody, so you know, it's the best you can ask for.
Not even me.
Well, I guess I trust you the most.
That's it. What have I ever done wrong?
Oh, it's just I don't trust anybody. I'm mostly prepared for
Why?
people to stab me in the back.
But I won't stab you in the back.
I hope so. Or hope not. I've never been
You'll
good at
kill
comedy.
me if I do.
Huh?
You'll kill me if I do.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
All I've ever done is slap you and... Whoa, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Peachy.
Really?
Hmm.
Come on, you made me talk to you. So, your turn.
I don't know. I'll deal. There's not much to talk about that you don't already know.
Yeah, but there's something wrong with you. I'm concerned.
Ain't nothing you don't know.
Well, I don't seem to know a lot because you don't actually open up to me much.
There's not much to open up about. I feel like you think I'm really deep. I'm really shallow.
No,
What you
it's
see is
not
what you
that
get.
How do you feel about staying behind?
Shit.
Not the only one.
I feel like that wasn't exactly... Yeah, you and Edge keep asking me like there's some kind of big, deep answer. Just like...
I'm kind of hoping that if you really don't want to stay behind, then we can talk Etch into letting you.
Talk Edge into. It's funny. It's a good joke. Meanwhile, Edge is just standing behind them.
Sure, we can.
No, I don't think I could talk Edge into taking his own opinion.
But I don't want to leave here without you.
I don't think you get a choice, nor do I. It's fine, you'll be back,
This
right?
sucks.
You're leaving forever?
Maybe.
Really, maybe.
I just don't think I belong here anymore.
Yeah, but you can come back.
I guess.
For me.
I won't have to if you come with me.
Shrug your shoulders. Maybe I'm just your reason to come back.
I don't want a reason to come back.
Well,
You to be
tough
there
shit.
with
The
me.
world doesn't give you what you want.
No shit. Come on, Valko, there's got to be a way to get them on side of you coming with us.
She, like, looks back at Etch and does, like, a significantly rolled eyes to the point where you're pretty sure, like, there's a 360. That's how hard she just rolled her freaking eyes. It's like, I shouldn't come with you.
But why?
Like, come on. Really?
Yeah, really.
Because I almost died twice. I've gone through Lord knows what, and I'm potentially dying, potentially transforming, potentially in a position to hurt or destroy people. I don't know.
And you think staying in Valun is the best thing for that? How about instead we just take you with us and get you cured whilst we're wandering along?
Where's the cure?
Well, we need to meet somebody with a
They're
cure.
banned from the UK.
There's resources here.
We can find somewhere with better resources.
Where?
In one of the cities that we go to.
Which one? Where are we going that's better equipped?
I
I
don't
know you're gonna
know. We'll
leave
find
me there.
somewhere.
You're gonna leave me there?
No. I'll wait there with you.
How long?
As long as it takes.
Yeah, I hate to bust a bubble, but this ain't a fairy tale story. Most likely I'm gonna die. You know that, right?
No. I'm not gonna let it happen.
Well, far be it from me to try and stop you from stopping it, but things don't happen like we want them. It's not like the books. There ain't no friendly owl
Valkyrie,
bear.
you're not gonna die.
Everyone's gonna die.
But you're not gonna die soon. You still got years to live.
I hope so. But
So,
I'm more likely
come
to be
with us.
I'm more likely to live here than out in the middle of nowhere. What if I lose it? What if I transform? What does that do?
Then we'll find a way to sort it.
No.
What
It's
do you
not
mean
happening.
no? That's just not an answer.
Yes, it is. Worst case scenario, if something bad happens, at least there's some ASMR here to stop me.
I never thought you'd let me down like that.
I'm letting you down?
Yep.
Excuse me? I'm letting you down. And you're not, I don't know, being selfish to try and take me with you because you can't take being apart from me for a little bit of time, when realistically, it's going to be more, I don't know, healthy and living focused for me to stay here than just wander about in the middle of nowhere doing Lord knows fucking what, dying another time, getting captured by freaking black wyverns another time. I would rather stay here. Yeah. And I believe you want to do that, but I also believe that ain't happening whilst I'm wandering around out there.
Well, how are we supposed to cure you if you don't even bloody come with us?
Find someone who can cure me and bring them back. If I turn into something that is uncontrollable, I can be put in some kind of jail cell down here. All those, they can just throw me in the hollow and leave me to be there for a while. What if this happens whilst we're out in the middle of nowhere? What are you going to do? Fight me? Kill me?
I'll never kill you.
I'm not coming. Even if I want to. Even if it feels shit to leave. What's a couple years? If that's as long as it takes.
Fine.
I'd hope you'd come back. You know? I'm not going anywhere. Come say hi. We literally teleported to Cortsia like a week ago, or however long that was.
How do we know that I'm coming back?
Well, I'd hope you'd want to.
What if I die out there again? What if I don't come back from it?
I feel like these are risks that happen no matter what. You think me being there is going to make a difference to you staying alive? I can barely keep myself alive.
At least I know you have my back.
Yeah, and this way I know I'm not going to be the one killing you. If you can stand here right now and tell me exactly what's going to be happening with me, and confirm that it's going to be fine, then sure, I'll come along. Hey, Etch, why don't you say what's going on with me, huh? Why don't you tell me what the future's going to hold? It's all going to be fine, right? Right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Don't call me selfish. Staying back. I'm the one who wanted to come with you in the first place. Besides, as far as I'm aware, last time I came with you, we weren't the greatest of friends.
Yeah, and now we are.
In which case, come back. Just make sure you come back. Yeah. I won't accept try. You gotta promise me you'll come back.
I'm not making a promise that I may break.
Or just don't break it.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Anyway.
Okay.
Just don't fucking die!
Alright, Etch, you happy?
No.
Shut up, I don't
No,
want to talk
not
to
at
you.
all.
Let's go.
Okay. Go. Where are we going? What?
No, somewhere. She just walks outside.
All right. Follow her.
No, she's just walking around random, just like, okay, why are you following me?
You said come on.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh. Alice is still back there. Alice.
She's just busy not doing anything. She's
She's not even drawing
probably
anymore.
Nope, she's probably secretly crying. Doesn't want anyone to know, so that's why she's not followed anybody.
Unit's just sitting
still
there.
there.
Unit's still in the room, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
what-
know, but you
so
won't
what's-
notice.
What's Unit doing?
I noticed, I
Wow.
just went to sort of.
No, what would Unit
Oh,
be doing
no.
then?
I think
When Etch walked back in.
No, I'm not. I'm
I
not
think
wondering
I
yet.
think I'm kind of just sat in the corner, just kind of huddled.
Yeah, Elsie,
I'm not saying anything.
you're crying, huddled in the corner. You look over, and then Unit's just also huddled in the corner.
Why are you here?
What do you mean?
Why don't you go with the rest of them?
I don't know. What's the point?
What do you mean, what's the point?
I don't know.
Unity, you okay?
I don't know.
What is wrong with everyone?
Motto of 2020.
You're not wrong.
Oh, they're done. Okay. So, Velka, as Velka is just wondering this, are you still following her?
For a little bit, I
Yeah.
just wanted to.
Well, she's just like wandering around, just goes for a little bit of a, just like, it's obvious she doesn't really know where she's exactly going. And yeah, what's your passive perception?
14.
I need a dice roll, but as you're walking around, I mean, Velka is doing that thing that which people do, you know, like walking like a
It's a
few
lot of
steps
options.
ahead of you, walking a few steps ahead of you, but looking back every now and again, just going. Every time that she sees you're following her, walks a bit further, looks back. Oh, like every time the noises are just getting louder.
Is that a thing that people do?
Yeah.
It is now.
Yeah. You're like
Okay.
a moody teenager being followed by their parents.
Oh, okay.
And John, actually, I want you to do a rolled perception as you're looking forwards.
I rolled a 17 plus 4. 21.
Never mind. Eventually, she just sort of stops and it's just like, okay, why are you still following me?
I just, I very brave.
Who's brave?
You.
Fuck off.
You've grown a lot. Not. Fuck off. I'm proud of you.
Ew. Don't do that.
Well, I just did, and now I'm gonna hug you, and then we're gonna.
No, you're not.
We're gonna
She
do
just
whatever.
runs.
Yep. Nope. I'm gonna chase her down and hug her.
Full on sprint.
If I have to roll for it, I will.
I'm trying to. Is she faster than you? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
She has a speed of 50 feet.
What?
she's faster than you. She's just like nope and woof, just runs.
Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
She's still running.
Do
She's
it.
gone.
Do it. Do
All right,
it.
I'm gonna inject myself with rapidity. 55.
Oh my god.
Can she do the same thing? I don't know if she
I don't
can.
think. No, that's Order of the Mutant.
Oh, I know exactly what she does in the dark of the night. She,
No.
As you're catching up with her, she's like, and just she transforms full on and just sprints even faster, just off into like the mountains.
I'm proud of you.
You just see a figure just like. Oh, I love it so much. But I'm sure you go back, dark of night, maybe another evening's rest.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. There's
I go
more.
back. Yeah.
You
I
go,
go
back.
back and tell.
But wait.
And
there's
tell-
more.
I go back and tell them I'm gonna go see my guys. Do whatever you do.
But when you
for the
walk
night.
in, you see a crying Elsie, a huddled unit.
Oh fuck. No, nope. I'm here for a few days. Guys can handle yourselves. Where the hell is Flint? Fuck. Okay, just walk out.
Does either of Elsie or unit want to actually do anything else?
No.
No.
I'm trying to think of. I want to do a certain thing, but I want to keep it as vague and subtle as possible, just to make it more fun. Okay, Flint, on your travels around, you are doing a thing, and
Doing a thing.
you impact with the ground, sort of land, walking. It's like, okay, everything just seems just about fine, and then a guard wanders up. Just sort of on the rounds, just like, nice get up.
Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you.
Interesting. Look.
I've changed to it recently. What do you think? Do you think it suits me?
Well, I mean, I can't. Yeah, I guess. Do you mind if you could, let me
Yeah, sure.
talk?
There you go.
Sorry, I'm confused about what's going on. Is this some sort of costume party, or what is?
It's just the look I'm trying out. Some friends of mine were saying that I ought to tone down my look a little bit. So what do you think?
Yeah. You do appreciate how this looks, though, right?
Well, I'm sorry
Dark
if
of
I
night.
startled you, if that's what you mean.
Dark of night, rooftops. This look.
I see what you mean, yes. But I'm a bit of an acrobat. And I found recently that the friends I'm with keep basically doing acrobatic stuff better than I do. So I've been practicing.
Yeah, but you do realize that's private property.
Is it? Oh, I do apologise. Anywhere I could go where I could do without being a bother.
I don't know, the mountains?
Well, there must be some ruins or something somewhere I can use. See, it's building climbing I need to practice, really.
There's the castle ruins, I guess, but...
How about what are they called? The family who used to be here, the Bazzini.
That's a schoolhouse now. You
Is
can't
it?
climb on a schoolhouse.
Well, I'll ask around. Maybe I can find somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. He's like, starts to walk off, and then turns around like, also, what's the sack on your side there?
My bag. I only have a bag. I've got my I've got my fruit. Do you want me to? I can play you a tune if you like.
No, I'm alright. Okay. None of this, please.
Oh, shame. I've got my painting equipment in here and yeah, that sort of stuff.
Mm. It's a very, very sort of. Well, you can hear the confused and like concerned face through the mask. You know, like it's all covered over. Like, okay. It probably sounds a lot more like. What are you doing? Nice. Okay. Well. Sure. And wanders off. What do you do?
Well, I might as well head back towards the. I'll drop off my bits and pieces, and I'll head back to the back to Etch's place.
Sounds fair enough. Ah, the vagueness. Look at Greg's face. Look at Greg's face. I love
I'm
it.
sure
Just happy to
nothing
know
will
Edge
come
is
of
correct.
this. What?
I said I'm just happy to know Edge is correct.
About what?
His paranoidness. And
Is he? Is he not?
Is he?
yes, yes.
How do you
Yes.
know?
Why? I'm confused still. I don't.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, where do you go back to? Is the question.
I'm going to head back to Etch's. I'm going to, but once the guard's gone, I'm going to say he can't see me. I'm going to practice my climbing again.
Fair enough. Go from rooftop to rooftop. You get back to the workshop, and inside is Elsie and Unit, probably both sitting in some sentiments of silence. Maybe the odd
I've
sob.
probably fallen asleep.
Oh, okay. In which case, they're probably both asleep.
Yeah.
Is Etch still up and about?
No, he's gone.
Actually,
Gone out.
He gone.
so I'll go in. Oh, fair enough then. I'll make a cup of tea then.
What's Edge's plans?
Just gonna go spend the evening with Maya.
Fair enough. Is that an RPable moment, or is that a...
Nah, this one's okay.
Fine, okay. You spend the evening together. I think there is like a moment where she actually... You walk in and she's like, oh my god. Like, wow, 2 in a row, huh? I'm that important.
Yeah, it's been a busy time here. A lot.
Yeah.
But
Did you have a lovely evening?
Yeah.
Which eventually
it's okay.
rests down to a nice evening sleep. Everyone going to sleep. I reckon you wake up in the morning. Flint in a bed.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
Edge in a bed. The other 2 of you on the floor.
No, I fell asleep at the counter thingy that I was at.
Yeah, exactly. Well, on the floor. I don't mean like physically on the floor. Just like in the workshop. Flint comes down.
Yeah.
You're still sleeping there.
Oh, look at them. I'll make a nice big pot of tea. And then, Elsie, wake up.
Mm,
I got some tea for you. Here
mm,
you go, drink this. Unit? Unit.
Yes.
Morning time, here you go. Have a cup of tea, wake up.
Oh, okay.
For the first time Unit's ever slept not underneath a bed.
Yeah, he's not very happy about it.
Oh, you two wait here. I'll go and see if I can find some breakfast.
You can head to the tower for breakfast. I mean, actually, to be fair, there'd be the stuff to make breakfast in Edge's place. Edge, when you wake up, I reckon you've slept in a little bit because I mean you're probably exhausted from I don't know everything. Maya's probably already gone.
Ah, shit. Okay.
really?
What was that noise?
Yeah, I just
You let off whip.
Sounded like a dolphin.
no. I have thoughts that I haven't worked out yet. So
Oh, how useful!
I don't
Yeah.
know. I like to imagine that when Etch had first met Maya and Friend and Tal way back in the day, it was somewhere in England, just like down one of the side streets out like I don't know, like a tavern sort of
Sure.
thing, or like a sandwich shop or something. And he just wants to go and set up a private night there for later that night with Maya.
Sure.
Just rent out the restaurant. If it's still
you
there.
go in, you're like, oh, you want to rent out the restaurant? Like, yeah, it's fine. For the entire evening, you have to cover the average costs plus extra for rental and stuff. And they're like, that's fine. It'll be like 700 gold.
Okay.
I feel like this, like, okay, sure, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. Here you go.
It's like, great. So you
Really, 700? That's new. I thought it was like 50 last time this happened. But okay.
What can I say? Business is booming with the ASMR. That's how the owner speaks.
Italian sandwich shop.
That was not Italian. That was more like Dracula.
I was thinking it was the count.
Yeah.
Come to the restaurant because I love to count.
100. 200.
So actually 700 or just like 700?
What do you mean just like actually 700?
Okay.
Like 700. The equivalent in gold.
Got it.
Yeah, 700 copper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you got that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. After setting that up, I'd go back to the shop.
You go back to the shop where there is tea and breakfast and sleepy people.
H. Morning. Cup of tea.
Good morning. Sure. Yeah. How's
Yeah,
it all going?
Oh, fine.
You were
mate.
out for a long time last night. What was up with that?
I've been doing a bit of practice, to be honest.
No?
Well, the last few times you and I have climbed, and I keep falling off things, don't I? So I'm trying to get better. I mean, I can go up, okay, that's fine. But coming back down again, I keep falling off.
Coming down is a problem. Fair enough.
So I'm,
Yeah.
so I'm trying a bit of practice around the town. Trouble is, I got in a bit of trouble last night because a guard saw me coming off one of the buildings. Apparently, they don't like that sort of thing, so I have to
Really?
call that a day, I'm afraid. But might go down to the castle tomorrow night, tonight, I mean, and maybe do some walk to the tower, possibly. I don't know. Maybe the castle would be better. Anyway,
I had a thought. That that skull that you took from that temple, right?
yeah,
Still have that?
yeah, it's in my bag. Yeah,
You mind if I take a look at it real quick?
yeah. Okay, here you go.
Thank you. Just take a look at it and
Yeah, there it is.
Arcana check it. No, can I?
He's asking me.
I want to. Yeah, I want to hold it. Like, just hold it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Can I Arcana check this
Yes,
thing?
you can. What's Flint doing at this exact moment whilst he's looking at it?
I'm standing very close.
It's a 23.
23. Honestly, and I know you'll hate the censor, you got no idea.
It's a skull.
Does it appear magical at all?
I mean, you're feeling the edges of it, but it's like you can't tell the difference between the magic that would have made it a key between anything else.
May I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You.
Put it back
Okay.
in the bag. I really messed around to giving that to someone for charity, I suppose. Anyway, not just yet.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I was going to stop by the university today and see if they could help me work out any of this planar stuff that I've been studying up on.
Yeah,
Anybody else have any other plans? Or?
I'll come along with you if you don't mind. I'll be interested in the playing our stuff as well.
Sure. It's more so hashing out ideas that I've already established rather than researching for more.
And I'm gonna see if I can find anything. Anything I can find is good. I'm also quite interested in the planar entrance that opened over in my own tower.
Yeah.
You know, that's obviously the one they said there was some sort of. They don't know whether they had any proof of. You know what it's doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe they got some more info about that. I don't know. Elsie, you coming along?
Nah, I'm gonna go see my aunt.
That's a good idea. Say hello for me.
I do.
How about you, Unit?
You're both going to the library.
Yeah. Are you feeling okay now? Or are you still feeling poorly? Because you might get some help over the university. You never know.
No, I'm feeling fine.
What were your plans for the day, Unit?
I don't have any plans, to be honest. Guess I'll come to the university with you. Not that
Yeah.
I'll be of much help, considering that I don't read, but
Nice
Oh,
having
it's
you.
best to be.
We can have a little chat on the way or whatever, can't we?
It's not so much research today as much as asking them how I may be able to practice the stuff that I've studied, or get them to help me practice the stuff that I studied. Either way.
I see.
Oh, how are you getting
Can't
on
do
with
no
my braces, by the way?
Well, there is a socket in them for the gem now, and now I just need to figure out which one of these to slot in there and how it may affect it.
That's brilliant.
So
Thank you.
you could use them now, and I mean,
I don't need them
just
just
need to-
yet. It's the braces themselves were a gift from my effectively my father. So I
Yeah.
like them back, but sometime. But I don't need them yet. I'm not planning on fighting anybody for a while.
Alright, yeah, I just need to figure out which one to put in there and shape. So
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Well, let's go for a day out at the university then.
sure, yeah.
So you
See
head
you,
over
Jonathan.
to the university. Now, if you remember correctly, and I'm sure this will come off the top of your head, you would walk into the front, where of course there'd be one of the what are they called, porters, who would guide you through. They're probably a lot more aware of who you are nowadays than last time. Lead you through, and you speak with them to, of course, the name that is on the top of your head, Dean Aristotle Penforth. I believe that's the correct one.
That's the one.
I think it is.
Yeah. So, Dean Aristotle Penforth, you are led pretty much straight to him. You wait outside. I'm just going to skip over this because, of course, I know there's other stuff you want to get to. And when he eventually says, "Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, just keeping you so busy. Please come in, come in. I hear you have questions about something. I wasn't clear when they called. Good to see you, though, back once again. Many changes.
Yeah, good
eh?
to see you too. Yeah, how's
Yes.
all the changes working out for the university?
Well, it's not much really changed for us. I mean, we've sort of fixed a couple things and pushed a couple things, but I mean, let's be honest, the money doesn't really need to be here right now, does it?
It's true, yeah. I have while I was traveling, I was studying planar
Ooh,
magic and
yes.
theories quite a bit, and I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of them now, but I don't have the magic training that many of you here at the university. So I was hoping somebody could help me work through some of these theories, see if I can get anything resulting from what I've studied.
Planar, personally not a branch of my own knowledge. Well, I mean, I have my own amounts, but I imagine you'd probably want to talk to Professor Wethan. He's much more versed in, well, at least on the forefront of planar technology or such, and teaching that to those. It's only a module of what he teaches. He's more focused in on arithmancy, but it's you can probably talk with him. I believe he's free at the moment, but only for a short while. You may be able to catch him.
All right, I'll give that a go. Thank you.
Yes.
T-pose out.
So you wander down the hallway, eventually finding the much less impressive room of Professor Gil Wethan.
Gil Wethan. Okay.
You knock on the door, of course. Come in.
Hello, Professor.
Oh, you're right. How's it going?
Oh, hello.
Oh, you're right.
I heard you out of the staff at the university, you're the most versed in planar studies.
Know my fair share about it. Not sure I would. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, I have a few theories that I'd like to test. I've done a lot of studying on planar energies and traversal, but I
Yes.
don't have the practice behind it.
All right, I don't really want for too much of that, but I might be able to hit you in the right direction.
All right. So I'll show him all of my notes about the dead zone or the empty plane. Any of the theories that I've
Yeah.
established.
What he's looking
I
through
know
is
a lot of
like,
it's been,
it's very interesting, isn't it? What are my notes so far, or at least everything that I've studied, is telling me that the separate planes and you move through the empty plane. But what you're suggesting here is that there's only two planes. One is you said empty plane, but I recognize when you say dead zone, which is connected in between everything. That's a very interesting theory. I mean, it would make sense in some of the things that we've been looking at. I'm not sure where you got this idea from.
It was from another scholar out in Fourth, actually.
Oh, yes. That'd be Lord, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He knows his stuff. Well, I know you're going to be a little disappointed. I don't think I'll be able to help you do any rituals that'll do this. But I do know, if you referred to the dead zone, I'm assuming you got that from looking at some sort of note or something from Mr. Bolin.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. He's still traveling in the world as far as I'm aware. I actually learned some of my stuff that I know from him. Pre-Dead Zone, I learned about that from his books later on, but he probably would be he's more of the practical side than the theoretical side. In terms of where he is, well, that's a good question. I think last I heard he was far over in the west, possibly southwest looking, or it might have been northwest looking for a particular portal or some kind of weak spots. But I don't know when that last.
Where he had gone.
I don't know where that would have been last. It could have been, a few years since he was looking for that. Maybe he found it, maybe he didn't.
About 10 years ago, so.
Yes.
By the way, thank you for pointing us in the right direction. Yeah. Interesting theories, huh?
Yeah. No, I tell you exactly where it was going. Of course it was. Sorry, my brain was. I was recognizing. I was like, I think I should know where he was going. Oh, Les Dwayne.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I should have known that really. It's where my family's from. I mean, not me. I grew up elsewhere.
Out to an old
I thought I
monastery.
recognised the accent.
Yeah, I caught it from my parents. Unfortunately, never went away.
You caught it for your parents, but I suppose I did too, really. I mean, I come from, I sort of come from Medellin, but actually you can probably tell from my...
Yeah, you're not exactly one of the monks.
Well, I am actually, but I wasn't originally. I think I might have come from a different plane. I wondered if you could help me out there, actually.
Oh, well... from a first look at you, I wouldn't even know where to start from that. When I not personally from Lesbian, like I said, with my family, my parents moved out. Well, it would have been almost 100 years ago now to the outskirts of Carmanthia to live in our own little farm. It was something about, I don't know. So they passed away when I was rather young, but I remember the stories they were saying about practices going a little different from how they wanted them. Something about wanting extra power. I couldn't even tell you at this point, but...
That is interesting. Well, that was the monastery, was it?
Yes, yeah.
Oh. You don't remember any names, I suppose?
Any names? They never really gave any names. I just remember them saying that there were certain rituals and things that were being set up and arranged that I don't know if they ever happened or not, but they weren't happy about it.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting. Right, for your information, really, I was born at the time when there was sort of like an explosion in the monastery.
All right.
After the explosion there I was. But since then I found that I'm a sort of hybrid human and extra-planar thing, which something to do with that explosion. So there's some kind of planar gate or something in there to it. I was wondering if it was still there, but obviously you probably don't know about that if you've not been back.
No.
Well, you've never been there at all. Really. Oh well, thank you anyway.
In terms of where you're from and planes, I mean, like if you've already been speaking to Lord, then I'm not sure there's much else I'll give you than him.
No, fair enough.
It's only a slight module I do to introduce people to the idea. I'm not a professional. I mean, technically I am a professor, but
Okay, well that's very interesting though. Thank you. All useful stuff.
It's always nice to see a fellow Olesdwillian.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Don't see him around very often, not over this far east.
No.
Anyway, sorry, Edge, were you done? I just got carried away there a bit, sorry.
Gives me quite a bit to think about. And
If you can find Mr. Bolin, I'm sure you'll have a lot more help.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you for your time. That's I
Welcome.
think that's about it.
All right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Ta-da! Maybe I'll see you around. Right,
So
well,
you head out to the university. Where are you heading next?
Hmm.
Is there somewhere to head?
We could go and see Elsie's aunt, because that's where the white pot pies are.
She's doing that.
Yeah, but the white
Yeah.
pot pies are there.
Play there.
That's fair. We'll switch over then to Elsie. You wanted to go see your aunt. If it's like morning time, I reckon you walk into the pub and it's a lot less busy than you saw it when you were last there in the evening. There's a few patrons around it, but it's early morning and no one's really going for it. And your aunt sees you pretty much straight away. It's like, oh, hello, back again, so soon. You're not going to be coming at me with some kind of grumpy theory, are we?
No.
Okay. And she just sits down at one of the tables rather than taking you through the back because it's just kind of free.
Am I allowed to be back?
Why would you not be?
Just checking. No, it was just not a welcome I was expecting.
You always have a welcome here. I know we may have left on, well, not bad terms, but I know you've had your concerns. And I have heard that you upset your mother. I hope you've apologized.
Not yet.
Elsie?
I will. It's just she upset me too.
Oh, nothing an apology can't solve. Talk it through.
I know. I will. I wanted some time just to be me.
That's always allowed, but I don't think you have to push other people away to be yourself.
Well, I was trying to be myself and she wouldn't let me. She was trying to force me to do something I didn't want to do.
I'm not getting in between this. This is a discussion to have with your mother. What can I do for you anyway?
Just thought I'd come see you.
Well, I am more than welcome to.
I was kind of expecting it to be busy, so I was going to offer to help. So, yeah.
The mornings are less so. You've missed the breakfast rush. But if you stick around for long enough, you can see the rather impressive sight of Jackson eating an entire large pot pie.
Well, yeah. If you need me around, I'll help out.
I'm sure I can find something for you to do, but there's not a lot going on. But there are more interesting things for you to be doing.
I wouldn't mind working for a day. Just try and
You're more than
get a
welcome
bit
to.
of reality back in my life.
Sure. You're welcome to. You know the ropes.
Yeah. What time does Jackson come in?
Oh, like midday, lunchtime,
All right. Okay.
towards the end of the rush.
Okay.
So you work for a day. So right angle I wasn't expecting. And yes, as expected. I think at the start you put on an apron and you're just standing at the front ready for something to happen, and it's just like nothing. It's just like dead zone.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So and then someone's like puts the hand up like asking for a drink and it's like vroom, hello?
Yes, that is what happened.
But eventually, like, you notice it's ramping up and ramping up and ramping up, and then there's just suddenly this wave of ASMR and people just, like, inside charging all this, just like, oh my god, you gotta be, like, you know, suddenly active. You turn back into how you were, what would have been, you know, a few months ago, just on autopilot, going. Even more insane than you needed to do, carrying these gigantic pot pies and from person to person. Which eventually, after I'm sure your exhausted, sweaty self is just like... And you, towards the end of the rush, sort of, there's, maybe like a half full bar. You're still going from person to person, but it's not as busy. You do see a Jackson walk in, who sort of walks in, says his hello, sits down, and he seems to sort of sit down and crosses his legs, just sort of seemingly ready, just generally waiting. He's reading some ledger or book or something.
I head over just normally to take it.
Completely normally.
You walk over and he's like, right, yeah,
Hello,
so...
sir, can I take your order, please?
As you walk over, he's still reading. He's like, all right, just one large pork pie and an ale, please. That'd be great.
It's already been ordered.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Elsie! Hey, what's you doing working here?
Thought I would take a day doing what I used to do.
Most people take a day off holiday, not day on working.
Well, I wanted some normality again.
Is this normality?
Compared to everything else I've been through, yeah.
I haven't heard much from you. You seemed kind of down the other day.
It's a lot to get used to.
Well, do you have time in your busy schedule to sit down and have a chat?
Yeah, let me just go get your order.
All right. Won't complain. Oh, primo. You run back and grab a gigantic pot pie, which you're still just like, oh my god, it's so...
Yeah.
Come over with a nail, just slam it on the table. It's like one fork is just like, right. Just going for it.
I still don't get how you eat this much.
I just take a fork and put it in my mouth.
And I forgot you talk with your mouth full.
What's the problem with that?
No.
Right, I'm sorry if
Not
it's...
at all.
I don't have long for lunch. Gotta eat this whole thing in about 10 minutes.
Don't you get much of a break?
I mostly don't give myself a break. There's a lot to do. I like it, though. You're not working if you enjoy
deserve
what
a
you're
break.
doing.
You deserve to sit down and put your feet up.
Oh.
Well, not literally put your feet up, please. I don't want to be cleaning up. That.
Oh, streets are cleaner than they used to be. Don't have to scrape off the boots as usual.
That's true, but I still don't want to be scrubbing the table after you've left.
Fair. So what's been going on then?
The usual.
Usual?
Fighting plain wyverns, getting killed by them, coming back to life,
Uh-huh.
having a few episodes. The usual.
Did you say you
What about you?
died?
Yeah.
Well. Right. Was it uncomfortable?
I don't remember it.
Huh. I guess in some ways that makes it slightly less scary.
I think it makes it a lot more scarier.
Why are you scared for? You can't die.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
What's the thing?
I don't know if I can die or not. I mean, I came back that once, but what happens if I don't come back next time?
Well, I'd avoid dying then.
Sorry, what?
I'd avoid dying.
Yes, I'm trying. Not
Right,
that
no
easy.
problems then. So apart from dying and I don't know, being reincarnated, is there anything else?
Not really. I mean,
You've been away for 2 months. That's the only thing that happened.
well, I went on a boat for the first time. Met a really nice
Boats?
guy called
Nice.
Ted.
Most people around here ain't been on a boat. What was Ash like on a boat? Oh, really funny.
He wasn't too bad.
Oh, that's a
Unit
shame.
was the funny one.
Right?
He couldn't cope.
Or he's only a boat.
What's the
Not
mask
the
most of the
worst.
time?
I can imagine. He's probably not used to being underwater. I mean, to be fair, I'm not myself, but I've travelled a little.
We went in a what was it called? It was a big balloon that went in the sky.
An airship.
No. Hot air balloon. think it's called.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've
Maybe.
ever heard.
Uh,
Hot air balloon.
most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Why is it hot? You just fill an air with hot, fill a balloon with hot air,
Well,
and what?
that's the thing. It used electricity to power.
Electricity? Wait, what?
Electricity.
The hell's that?
Um. So it's like I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was cool.
Right.
But that's where I got attacked by the wyvern thingies and killed.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. The wyvern things also attacked Belka, and now she's messed up.
I heard about that. Is she not happy about that?
Yeah, I'm not either.
No.
I don't really like leaving her behind either.
Oh, she'll be fine here. Besides, to her, she
well-
won't even notice. A couple years is like nothing to her. If it takes that long.
Yeah, but it's a lot to me.
I know. And me. Humans too, remember, but what I'm saying is, she'll be fine here whilst you're... I don't know, what are you going back for?
We've got other things to do. I've got to find my teacher. Yeah, gotta find my teacher.
Your teacher.
Yeah, that's the reason why I left. I went to go learn things.
Alright then. You went a long way to learn.
Uh,
You know there's a university here, right?
yeah, I know, but he promised me to pay for my family.
Oh. Fine.
So I went to learn, and
Then you lost him.
He got captured by the wyverns, and they took him somewhere.
Great. Great. Where did they take him?
We don't know.
Right.
Yep, so that happened. Oh, I killed somebody. I waterboarded somebody. What else did I do? Oh, I met a really cool guy called Bemby. I like him. I liked him a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, just travelled along.
Right.
Uh-huh.
It's been more exciting than me. I spoke to some people
doubt
and then some more people and then some people came along that made everything slightly better and then I spoke to some people. And then I ate some pie.
When don't you?
It's true.
But you got a job out of all this.
I already had a job.
You're trusted with a lot more responsibility.
I know, right? Ridiculous.
I think you deserve it.
Well, thanks, but I'm not sure why.
Well, nobody gave you enough credit around here.
Well, I know I jokes a lot about not getting what I deserve, but to be fair, they've always been good to me.
But yeah, so tell me what's been going on here then.
Not much. I mean, like I said, I think you've already seen the most of it. I mean, the ASMR is mostly the stuff. You know, the wings and the flying and that kind of thing. You know?
Interesting. Yeah.
I've mostly been keeping to myself, you know, just... Me and Divley got a little closer, but mostly over food. He was going to come for food today, but I think he went with some of his other dwarven friends.
Yeah, I miss Divley.
Still completely unintelligible. No idea what he says. I don't know how anybody has any idea what he says. You know, he's a teacher now.
Same thing said about you.
What?
Huh? Nothing.
So anyways, I don't know, there's not much going on here.
Ah, interesting.
Is it?
I find it.
Right. But you look down, he's eaten, by the way, like 3/4 of the pie. It's just gone.
Do you want another ale?
No, I shouldn't get too drunk on the job.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you were working.
Yeah, I'd be working.
Anything else you want?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Right. Just finishes off the pie. He's like, I should probably get back to my work. Right?
Oh right, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I'd catch up again at some point. Maybe in the evenings when I'm not rushing out.
That'd be fun.
Yeah? Right?
Yeah.
I don't really like the
Oh, good
tower's more of a workplace now. I don't know. Etch's place?
Okay.
We can have like
I'll see you there.
have a little family friend meal with Etch and, Unit and everyone.
Okay. I like that idea. Yeah.
Alright.
See you later.
Scoots off.
I like that he had fully, absolutely no reaction whatsoever when Birdie was like, and then I waterboarded someone.
I think the rest of the conversation was the reaction to all of that, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So what's the rest of you doing?
Nah.
Wow.
We're going to head out and have a white pot pie, I think.
Sure.
Jackson walks out and is like, oh, you're right, Etch.
Hey. How's it going in there? Or, how's it
Well,
break?
That's right. Elsie's working. Fed me food.
Oh, did she? All right.
Oh, she's working.
She fed you food. You couldn't feed yourself.
No, she gave me the food. She didn't actually put it in my mouth.
Ah.
Surprising.
What?
All right. Anyways, I'll talk to you later.
Right. Just wanders off.
Oh, see you then. Hey, Jackson.
You wander in, sit down. Elsie, of course, you see. You're looking at the door longingly as Jackson leaves, and Etch's face walks in.
Oh, hi guys.
Oh, Elsie.
No need to look so disappointed.
How-
I'm not disappointed.
How was your lunch with Jackson?
What lunch is Jackson?
We just bumped
You
into
You
him.
didn't know
Yes,
Jackson.
told me.
Jackson just walked out. You didn't realize he was here.
Oh no, I realised he was here, but I was working.
No, you weren't. He just said that he had a nice conversation.
No, she was working.
Wait, who said that?
Yeah, well,
Jackson did. He just said that they had a nice conversation.
No. I mean, who was saying that when Alex said that? Because he said it in an American accent. So I
was
assumed
just
that it
doing
was
like
a character.
it was the
Oh.
intonation of working, rather than
Okay.
working.
I thought you did it in an accent. I was like, who's that?
I had a quick conversation with him, just being friendly with him like I am with everybody else that's here.
Mhm.
You're friendly with people?
What do you want, Unit?
What do you mean, what do I want?
Well, you came here, you obviously want to make an order. What do you want?
Is that how you treat customers? I thought you were friendly.
Well, apparently I'm not, so I'm not being friendly.
Okay.
Uh-huh. God, there's so
Well, I
much
don't
pork.
want any food, so.
Good, because you're not getting any.
Come have lunch with us if you're not too full already from your lunch with Jackson.
I didn't have lunch with Jackson.
Just come eat with us.
Okay. Betsy, I'm gonna take my break now.
Just vaguely hear in the background, just like
So three pot
Wait.
pies and a vegetarian pot pie?
That sounds
Still
nice.
don't think they do a vegetarian version.
Didn't they? I thought we pulled all the meat out for unit.
That wasn't
Oh, yeah.
wasn't particularly vegetarian, but I appreciate that though.
Oh yeah, you did not enjoy. That was the solution. I forgot.
Considering that the pastry is made with lard.
Yeah. Oh, well.
No, what have you been up to?
Well, we talked to the two people at the university. Seems like there's a destination. Sounds like
A
we need to head to a destination,
What's one of them?
a place to go to, a goal-oriented direction.
Sounds good.
So we have the place to the west in Carmanthia, that town that the Black Knight is supposedly in, and then also back to Elesduin. Back to Flint's old stomping ground.
Yeah.
So if Falca's not going with us, are we bringing somebody else with us?
Maybe. I don't know.
Surely the point is that people are generally not especially safe with our group.
Maybe for the moment we should just stick to the 4 of us.
It would
Oh,
be just
sure.
as dangerous to bring someone else.
Oh, no, I'm sure that they'll look after themselves.
I think
You-
the
Did you have anybody
The-
in mind then, Elsie?
No?
No.
Jackson?
No with initials J at all?
No, Jackson needs to stay here and do his work.
Well, fair enough.
Of course.
I was thinking of asking Maya if she'd like to join us, but I know she also has her responsibilities and may want to
Yeah.
look after Valka.
Maya would be okay.
How
You,
about
you wanted to
Divly?
bring Jackson, didn't you?
No,
Yeah, Divly.
he
Let's
can
bring
stay here and do
Divly.
work.
Please don't force
I
me to
need
do
Yeah,
Divly.
definitely.
Yeah, build the character of Divly, Alex. Expand that out for us.
I don't know how much we can
Incredibly deep.
understand what he says.
Yeah, no. I think.
I guess he would do.
I mean,
But he's got
Divly
to
has
teach people. He's got to teach people,
yeah.
so I don't know how
He's
he's
got-
teaching people, but he's
scholastic responsibilities here somehow.
they couldn't find anybody better. The whole city.
I think he wanted to do it.
But
I don't know.
it was more a case of people understanding him. But
Yeah.
But I mean, if Jackson wanted to come along, I wouldn't be against it.
for sure.
Okay, so she wants to bring Jackson along, but she's definitely not going to ask. So
I don't mind either way, really.
I'll post the question to Maya. I'm not going to push it, but if she wants to.
Yeah, Maya would be okay.
So not Maya then.
Oh
What the fuck was that noise?
Me
I like- at this point-
inhaling.
I love the idea now.
Sharply.
Elsie's like, oh, by the way, we're having a party at yours tonight.
She hasn't told
Yeah.
me. So.
It's true.
Oh, we're gonna have a party at yours tonight, by the way. So
Party? What?
yeah, Jackson
What?
decided he wanted to party at yours.
I'm not going to be there though. Is the thing.
But why not?
I set something up for just me and Maya.
Oh, okay.
somewhere else.
Okay.
If you like, you can come there.
No, that's
Come
okay.
to
You
it.
guys
No?
can do your own thing.
Are you sure? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't want them going with you. I mean, entertainment and everything.
I can play my flute for you.
No, that's fine. In fact, none of you know where it's going to be, and that is more beneficial for me.
Well, fair
Right,
enough.
okay.
You only have to say it's fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Do you hear?
But I mean, if you're gonna have a time over at my shop, at least clean it up afterwards.
Oh, we will.
How
Yeah,
many
yeah.
crystals can they turn into drugs? So anyway, we're gonna. I'm gonna end the session on that. It's a beautiful note to end the session.
Yeah.
As you guys are finishing off your lunch, I'm sure it'll be.
White pot pie.
You what?
White pot pie.
Blank potter's pie. Oh, it has been a great session. Genuinely.
4 hours of RP.
It's been 4 hours of RP. It's
Yeah,
okay. Next
it's
time
been
I'll
a
make sure
lot.
to make you fight something. So
Thank God, please, yes,
Exhausted.
God.
Don't
Oh.
let me fight anything until I get my braces back.
it's true.
Your teeth are perfectly straight.
Because we can't fight anything. We've got stuff going on.
Maybe the stuff will turn into stuff that turns into a
I'm,
fight. I don't know.
I don't know if you guys, Mark and Alex, are purposely just trying to make the rest of us paranoid,
Yeah, pretty much.
or if there's actually something suspicious going on. I think it's actually something
didn't-
suspicious.
I
But
didn't
I
see
always
what was
think that.
suspicious. other than like the fact that the interaction happened.
Yeah, nothing further to
Very-
say. Do you want to end up the session there? Thank you for sharing everything.
That's what it was.
I guess we'll save that for later this week when we
Oh my
discuss
God.
this.
Right.
Right.